Yeah, welcome to episode 319 of Open Your Toys Cast, the podcast dedicated to the four greatest action figure franchises of the 80s and all time. And those are Condor.
Star Wars, Masters of the Universe, G.I. Joe, and Transformers.
Yeah. And it seemed like our intro worked there. There's probably a way I can make it a little bit smoother. Let me try to clean my camera here. Oh, that made it worse. All right. Well.
Now it's worse.
It is. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, there we go. That's a little, still looks dirty. Maybe that's my screen. But anyways. Ooh, all right. So hopefully that intro worked out. Maybe it's a little, we can figure out a little bit more elegant solution, but at least we got the intro playing there. For people, a little bit more housekeeping. I'm using AirPods for the first time in my life. So people, especially the people that listen to the audio only, let me know if you're feeling if you're hearing a big difference or anything, if my old dedicated mic is better or if these are just as good, because these are much more comfortable. My headphones don't work wirelessly anymore. They work for about a half an hour, so I have to plug my headphones in, and so I thought this would be a good solution. I got a killer deal on Amazon Prime days. Woo-hoo. If you can't make it with us here every other Sunday, you can kick it with us in our Facebook group at facebook.com/group/openyourtoys. If you just want to know when we're posting a new show or recording, you can follow us at facebook.com/openyourtoyscast. Now my screen's full size and I can't get rid of it. Quick time. There we go. Now I can see the show notes. You can go to openyourtoys.com as well. Upper right hand corner, you'll see links to the show notes. Those show notes have the links I'm talking about, as well as how to subscribe through Spotify and Apple and Amazon podcasts, through RSS feeds. You can email us, voicemail us, support the show. Condor, I put your Facebook link on there, so we can now find Condor on Facebook. You with your whopping 2 friends and no profile picture.
Just the way I like it.
Where can people find you, Mr. Badass?
You can find me here on the show, and you can find me. That's it.
I'm at facebook.com/openyourtoys or at Slick McFavorite on the gram. We've got none other than JB in the house. What's up? Woo-hoo. He says, badass. Lenny said to say what's up.
Fuck yeah, Lenny. Bitch ass.
Yeah, if you're not part of the group, or maybe it just doesn't show up in your feed or whatever, JB went to San Diego Comic-Con. Ooh, I'm jealous.
Yeah, no.
I'll be in San Diego in 5 days, but that doesn't really do any good.
You'll just see the leftover wreckage.
Yeah, exactly.
Drive by the convention center and wave.
Well, and the whole thing is we're actually going to go to the convention center, because that's where most of our memories of San Diego are the convention center. So we're going to take my daughter down there, and I guess there's a Shaggy concert that night, and there's a Padres game. So downtown around the convention center, because both of those places are like literally across the street. Should be a pretty crazy cool time to be downtown, about as close as it's going to get to Comic-Con, at least. So Brian Fabian's in the house. Welcome, sir. And so yeah, it's motherfucking San Diego Comic-Con literally is still going on right now. I think it ends at 5 o'clock on Sunday. So there's still hundreds of, maybe not hundreds of thousands, but tens of thousands of people wandering around that dealer room trying to get their last purchases done. So, and that's why we knew JB went to San Diego Comic-Con, because he was able to hit the Hasbro booth. And a couple of cool things is they had I watched the panel recaps, and they have like a word for it. See it now, buy it now. So they have their regular exclusives like the cold slither box set and shit like that. But the Awe Striker was also something you could purchase there first. So he was able to get a couple Awe Strikers and has already shown off some photos of that with and without Gunner. So I appreciated that. And the Gunner doesn't look nearly as bad on there, but so yeah, let's fucking get into what we are drinking. All right, Comic-Con show, Condor. You drinking vodka in honor of your water bottle toting co-host here?
No, I decided to see, I think we talked about it before, but I wanted to get something authentic. So I got some clearly Canadian.
Yeah. What flavor are you rocking there?
Orchard peach. So I think technically this doesn't make me Canadian, but more or less I'm the most Canadian person in here now.
Yeah, clearly. Fucking clearly.
Super authentic.
And what about you, Mr. Badass?
Little fucking Dr. P.
23 herbs and spices in that shit, huh?
Yep. It doesn't get any more Canadian than that.
That's appropriate. I'm drinking Canadian or something Canadian. You're drinking something Texan. So
yeah, right.
And I don't know where my shit's from. I just gone back to I've been lazy and going back to the good old Twisted Tea Bomb Pop. Because I didn't want to have to go to the store. Let's see, where the fuck is this brewed company? Blah, blah, blah. Twisted Tea Company. No, this is in fucking Oregon. That's crazy. Oh, it looks like there's a bunch of different ones. Memphis and California. Yeah, so I guess it's brewed all over the place. All right. Let's see. Oh yeah, JB reminded me they also had slice and dice there as well. So hell yeah. Okay, let me get these show notes up. Well, first, before we get to show notes, we actually had a listener feedback and question from none other than Mr. Triple A, alias Angel Alias. So this was I forget what this was. I think it was specifically in regard to the Snowcat. But this kind of struck a chord with him. He said, I've never been a fan of sticker sheets, especially when it comes to high-end collectibles. For those premium prices collectors are paying, graphics should, he put tampon-printed, but it's tampo printed, directly applied to the plastic, not left to the consumer as an afterthought. Projects like HasLabs, which produce expensive crowdfunded vehicles, also all often include sticker sheets under the guise of customization. But let's be honest, it's a cost-cutting measure. How many of us actually apply those stickers to our high-value collectibles? Personally, I always leave them in the box. There's also a long-term issue, adhesive degrades, that kind of thing. Over time, environmental factors like humidity and temperature can cause sticker glue to yellow, peel, or crack. Lego has also been guilty of this too, though I've noticed a positive shift. Sets like the LEGO Soundwave now feature a higher percentage of printed elements, about 50%, which is a step in the right direction. Still, their stickers are prone to cracking and aging poorly at the end of the day. Stickers are a shortcut, one that undermines the premium experience collectors expect. If we're investing in top tier products, we deserve top tier finishes. And that's always been the biggest thing with third party, not with stickers, but with paint. Hasbro Transformers are very seldomly painted anything. They do tend to do tampos on the stickers and stuff like that, but a lot of third-party people enjoy that the entire figure is painted and has a metallic finish and that kind of shit. I go both ways with this. Like my Dragonfly, I never stickered it up like I thought I would with the smiling grins and all that kind of stuff. My my Sky Striker, I stickered that up because that was kind of fun, like old school with all the no steps and all that kind of stuff. But I agree. I am so fucking anal about my stickers. It's not enjoyable. Like I'm like constant. I mean, I put my sticker on an X-Acto blade and then I like line it up just perfect and then press down with my other finger and pull out my X-Acto blade because I find that works better than tweezers. I've never found a good set of tweezers that work the same way. And then, dude, especially when you're doing a big sticker and it sets wrong, and then you've got to peel it up and try to re-stick it, you know that's just going to be prone to peeling at some point. So I agree. At $300, everything should be fucking tampoed on that thing. But you know, I don't know. Like he says, they put it under the guise of customization or maybe nostalgia, you know, kind of thing.
They're going back to what Hasbro's original theory was, is like, we'll make you cheap toys, but you got to build them. So I get what they're doing there. Like, again, I don't add my stickers, so I have sheets of stickers sitting in boxes that will never see the light of day.
Yeah. So your kids got to sell them, and then
yeah, exactly. They're like, "What the fuck are these?"
Yeah, they're probably one of the most valuable parts of the
exactly, and they're probably the more valuable than the vehicle
sheet.
itself. Unused sticker sheets, sealed in bag.
What about you, Condor? What's your thoughts?
Yeah,
here?
I would almost second exactly what you said. As far as I haven't done. At least a lot of the toys I've had in the past haven't had a lot of stickers, so I haven't done a ton of them, but the ones that I have, like you said, trying to be so exact, and then crap, I put it on, it's a weird angle, it doesn't match up with the other one. It's super frustrating. And he mentioned Lego. I used to do more Lego, and a couple sets, like not even a substantial period of time later, like 10 years, which I guess is, it's not nothing, but 10 years later, I'm looking and they're all cracked and peeled and pulling up, and it looks bad, and you can't really fix it without a lot of effort and then trying to find replacements. So I'm not a fan of stickers.
Yeah. And I can see kind of the customization thought, but when something definitely needs to have a sticker on it, like I just did the Jaws set, and there's like a newspaper, which is just a little square thing on a white plate, 1x2 plate, or a 2x2 plate, I should say. Like, you're not gonna not sticker that. Like, what, you're just gonna have a blank square that you put in your model somewhere? Like, that of course is gonna get stickered. So why not just tampo that? And I say why not? We know why not, because it adds 2 cents to the entire set, or whatever. So
you talk about the Lego Jaws set? Is that the one?
Yeah.
Okay, I've got that sitting over here ready to build. So,
oh god, it is really fun.
Yeah.
The ship is symmetrical, so whenever you're building something symmetrical, it's not nearly as. The way I make those fun is I try to guess, and so I build both sides based off of the first side's instructions. That's bit me in the ass a few times when the other side's differed, but for the most part, it's kind of fun to be like, okay, if this is angle on this side, it needs to be this angle on this side. It makes it a little bit more complex, at least. So okay, well, let's share this other frickin' screen here. Share screen, share a window, share these show notes. And we've got a shit ton of show notes. All right. So like I say, it is pretty much San Diego Comic-Con. I left what we got in here. If by some fucking amazing reason we still have time. Without Cliff here, like hogging the spotlight all the time, we probably will be able to make this through these. And he actually might join us. He's on a movie date with his niece. So, like we always say, family in real life comes first. So no worries there. He'll be able to let us know his thoughts on the Fantastic Four on our next episode. So, All right. Oh, I did want to do one thing though, just in case he is able to make it a little later. I'm going to go out of order here. We're going to do Transformers first and just knock that out. So
Smart.
Booth, what?
Smart. Good job. Good
No,
idea.
yeah, and like I say, usually when he's like, I'll try to make it. He's not going to be able to make it, but
Just in
at
case.
least, yeah, I'll give him the best shot here. Okay, so kind of how what we're going to do is we're going to look at booth picks on the first night, which usually are not going to be very exciting. We're going to go through them really quick because we've talked about all this stuff. If something catches one of your guys' eye and you want to talk about it, let me know. But I'm just going to literally like boink, boink, boink. Um, so we get the stupid uh, uh, concept Bayverse figure, like anybody ever wanted a concept Bayverse figure. But we get War for Cybertron, Thundercracker here. We get a bunch of shots of Megatron. So I guess this is like the best like in hand we've seen so far from him. All the stuff on his back, storing the sword and the silencer. Transformers 1 Starscream here. He's looking good. We get a look at the re-release of Dinobot. Alita 1 from Transformers 1. There's the cool whatever Minimus Prime or whatever the Minicon Prime that I'm pretty excited for. Alpha Trion. Yeah, more of these primes that everybody, I guess that's a good look at Devastator there. Yeah, like I say, if you don't have the old Titan set, that's a really good looking fucking Devastator. We get a completed Superion here. So this is the one I'm really excited. I saw Silverbolt and then the Constructicon 2-pack, the two commander boxes at my Target finally. So I know people have been saying those have been out for a while, but I had never seen them in Denver at least, and my Target. It had, I think it had three of the Superions and only one Constructicon. So I don't know if that's the case makeup. I think commanders are usually two per case. So I don't know why they would have three Superions and one Constructicon though. But he's looking fucking amazing. I like it. Have we seen, you can stick the jets on the front of them too, right? Have you guys seen, was Minosaur that way? Could you stick the cars in front?
If I remember correctly, in Minosaur, and I can't say firsthand, but I thought that what people were doing is they were just flipping the leg around.
Yeah, because
You couldn't actually put it on the front. You could just flip, like, cheat.
Yeah, turn the leg and turn the foot. So.
Yeah. So it looked like it was on the front, but really the legs were just backwards.
Yeah. Because, my Minosaur, I was disappointed when the cars wouldn't lock in the front of it. I finally figured out that they reversed it for the cartoon.
Yeah, to make it cartoon accurate.
Yeah. And same with Superion. If you watch them in the cartoon, all the jets are on the back of them.
Yeah, bad shit. I like my shit toyetic sometimes. Sandstorm here. We just saw the 4-pack, the animated Nemesis Optimus Prime there. This looks to be their exclusives case, essentially. That San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Jetfire and the Hearts of Steel 2-packs. Which this fucking 2-pack, these boxes are super bulky. They're like 2 Voyagers put together. And I have taken it on 2 road trips now because I take a toy with me each time, and both times I haven't gotten to open it, and it takes up so much room in my goddamn backpack. I'm like, and it's just been annoying me. I'm like, really? Taking it twice now and still not made the time to open it. We get a good look at the helmets there. The Sonic and Tails crossover. These are the Hot Wheels crossovers.
Yeah, me.
The Bone Shaker I like. I like that Bone Shaker. And in the recap video, they said his transformation is really enjoyable too. So I like it. I like when designers say that the transformation is enjoyable. So these were two big things for Walmart Collector Con. They're continuing their carded mini bots here with Braun and Sea Spray. And Sea Spray was my boy back in the day. I was on Collector Con. He sold out in like 4 minutes on Walmart. He also sold out on Pulse, but they must have put him back up because like an hour later, I was able to go on Pulse and order my Sea Spray there to get him. So
that's exactly what I did. I'm almost word for word what you said. I was on Walmart and it was in my cart, but then it disappeared because I tried to put a bunch in there and it was like 7 unavailable. And I'm like, what? And I was trying to figure out what was unavailable. And then that one disappeared too. I was like, shit. I went over to Hasbro Pulse and it wasn't there, but then showed up the next day.
Nice.
So I got the order in.
I'm just waiting for the Braun.
That's your boy?
No, I already have Sea Spray. I have the one they already came out with, so I don't need another one.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't have it, so I was like you, Slick. I was like, I need to get this one.
The only, and it's not even G1. I was gonna say I should say the only vintage Transformer I have on a card is the G2 Sea Spray, where he's all chromed out. I bought him at my first BotCon. It was a splurge. He was like $25, and I'm like, oh, I can afford that, you know. Let's see, Brinkalizer's in the house. He says he pre-ordered that Bone Shaker. He remembers having that Hot Wheel as a kid. And he said he had to do it the same way. So maybe they weren't sold. Well, no, because you said you saw it. Like I never even saw it available for pre-order. So you at least got the add to cart.
Yeah, it was in my cart for a minute, but then as I was, I should have just snapped and hit order, but within like a minute, I was trying to figure it out, and then it popped out too, like some of the other ones.
Sucks. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Close-ups of all of this. This is the Naruto crossover set. Let's see. Oh, these are the Devastation side swipe and Wheeljack there. Look good. Again, what I was complaining to Shane about is like I hate that their cell shading is literally just the windows. That's it. They just put like a tampo paint on the window and they're like, oh, it's cell shaded. Look. It looks just like the animation from the video game, you know. The re-release of War for Cybertron, Optimus Prime and Megatron. The G2 Dinobots looking really good there in their audacious colors, if that's your thing. What else we got here? Oh, LEGO Soundwave on display, along with the Cold Slither San Diego Comic-Con exclusive there. Yeah, I just hate that Ravage. That head just looks awful.
Doesn't look right.
Yeah, that's for sure. Some of the other ones we've seen before. Okay, I think we're just...
I think most of that stuff is, at least so far, because you said you're doing it night by night. Was that?
Yeah. So this is just preview night. So they haven't announced anything. They haven't done anything at this point.
Okay.
Yeah. Brinkalizer says it's nice to get them from Pulse. I want to keep those retro mini bots on card and Pulse ship them in a box. No crushing as Walmart sometimes puts them in a bubble mailer. Yeah. Like 24/7 now. I don't think I get anything that's not bubble mailer. Even when I'm ordering multiples of the same figure, they'll ship separately in two different fucking bubble mailers. I'm like, what the fuck? It literally makes no sense to me. But
I think that's a sign of civilization falling apart when something like that. When it's like you shipped me 5 of the same item in 5 packages.
exactly.
We're done.
All right. I don't know why I labeled this other. Oh, these are other Transformer stuff from the high end. So like Iron Studio and YOLO Park and 3-0 here. Devastator, I mean, that's an awesome statue. Look the fucking size of that thing. Big old swap out drill
Yeah.
hand and shit. 3 different heads on there.
How big is that? I can't tell if that's the angle, but that thing looks.
No, I would say that's at least fucking 2.5 feet.
Okay.
Easy.
It looks humongous.
Yeah. Okay, all the heads. All right, yes, that's a statue. That's his butt. I literally took a picture of his butt. So these, what are the MDLXs? Are those 3-0, I think? Or wait, it had it. No, yeah, 3-0. So again, cool looking figures if you're into non-transforming Transformers. Stuff they had for sale. Yeah, like I say, they look great.
Yeah.
Believe this is YOLO Park with their model kits.
And I think they got us on those model kits because I want to say the original ones that came out were more of the metallic, and now the second batch of them are more cartoon-ish colors.
Interesting. Way to do that. Yeah, and that's my one thing is like that's the only non-transforming Transformers I can stand is if it's a model kit that I at least got to build myself, you know. All right. That's enough of high-end shit that I don't think any of us buy.
Nice to look at, but yeah, not to own.
Yeah, I mean, I think I think Lotus always had it kind of correct that they're awesome to be like a centerpiece in your collection, but to just collect a bunch of statues, I'll never quite understand that. But
yeah, if you were like just a huge Devastator person, like that was your focus, then yeah, for sure, get that statue and display it proudly.
And put your other real Devastators around it.
Exactly.
All right, so I think this came as a surprise to everybody. The Masters of the Universe Transformers crossover. Oh my God. So I think it was AAA I was talking to, and I put in our secret group too. Because when I did that survey, we talked about it last time. I was like, Transformers He-Man crossover. But what I wanted was Transformer figures of He-Man characters. And what we got was Masters of the Universe figures of Transformer characters. And yeah, not especially this man. I mean, I don't like Man-at-Arms to begin with. And then you put a Bumblebee head on him and he just looks a little goofy in my opinion, but maybe people are loving this design, Skeletor's a little bit better in my opinion.
I'm down with the Skeletor. I like the Megatron Skeletor
helmet on there.
Yeah, the Megatron helmet. So.
Yeah, and then working in his ram's head into the cannon and even into the little mace. It's got the ram's head on there. The Decepticon with the crossbones in the back is a nice touch as well. So like they talked about, they said the Transformers team asked us, what other eras would you like to see a Megatron, Starscream, and an Optimus Prime and Bumblebee? So we're getting a Megatron and Bumblebee here. So we're going to get an Optimus Prime / He-Man and a Starscream. So who do you think, if the Starscream's evil, who's the character that Starscream would be?
Beastman? Maybe?
Beastman's not a bad one.
Or Trapjaw?
Yeah, I could see
No.
Trapjaw would be interesting. I just don't, it has no connection
Yeah.
to Starscream would be my only thing, but
I
not
don't know
that
how you connect them,
Bumblebee
though.
has any connection to Man-at-Arms
Exactly,
whatsoever. So
That's the thing, is there's not a lot of one-to-one connections on that. It's not an automatic analogy for those, other than like the head bad guy and the
they wouldn't make evil Lynn Starscream, would they?
Ooh, that wouldn't actually be too bad. I kind of like that thought.
Because it's kind of like Skeletor's right-hand man was Evil Lynn, right?
Yeah,
if you break it down, right?
Her colors might match up more with not Thundercracker. Who's the other?
Oh, Skywarp.
Skywarp.
Yeah, Skywarp.
Purple, right?
Yeah, the purple. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she
you
would
want
be
to talk
more like
about the perfect crossover, besides they're not bad and bad, is Stratos and Starscream. Stratos even has Starscream's colors.
Same color scheme, yeah. Just say, who cares if it's a good guy or a bad guy? Just mash them up and see what it looks like.
Yeah, Brian Fabian's going with Trapjaw. Brink says, agrees. He says they are a similar character. So, yeah. Let's see. Let's take some more looks at here. Packaging's cool. Almost like a mask-esque grid there, which I'm kind of like, I shouldn't say a mask-esque, like exactly like Mask. So
that's Boulder Skull Mountain in the background.
Exactly. So yeah, I mean, I pre-ordered the Skeletor. I'm like,
I did too.
I'll do Skeletor and He-Man, and that'll be it. But we'll see what that fourth character is, and who knows? Maybe they sell out and they make more waves of them, like the Thundercats. But
I wonder. Okay, so who do you think Soundwave would be?
Soundwaves on a bad guy. See, I would say Soundwave and Trapjaw.
That's what I'm thinking. Soundwave and
Trapjaw.
Yeah.
And that would be a collector-gasm for me, right there.
Yeah.
My two favorite, my two
focuses
favorite
on one shot.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what He-Man and Optimus Prime will be too. But
yeah.
He says it's Scolder Hill.
Scolder Hill. Nice. Good job.
All right. Let's see. Panel. So this big thing, I'm like, really? They're doing another fucking leader Grimlock here? This is a motherfucking Titan. This is going to be a, and who knows, maybe the price point might be a little lower, but right now Titan price point's $220.
200? 220?
Yeah, $220 now with the next one. So I'm just like, Jesus Christ. And the deco looks awful because he was just all silver in the fucking thing. So they put like a green wash on him, and I'm just like, oh, that's an easy Titan to skip. All right, so let's do the same thing. Let's just kind of blow through these slides here. Comic-Con shit. This was the first new release was Armada, Nemesis Prime, and Air Defense Minicons forming Star Saber. There, so they form the little sword. And I mean, I'm not a big enough Armada fan to care about that. Now this is kind of interesting. So here's the Bone Shaker, the Cosmos shots of it, the glamour shots, and everything looks really silver. And then on that face shot, everything just looked like gray. So I think that'll be kind of interesting to see if they chromed that up, not of course back metal, but at least put a shiny paint on it or something. Activate your alt mode is this new program they're going to do about what your hobbies are and stuff like that. And I'm like, do people have more hobbies than collecting? Do people have extra more time than just collecting? Which, of course, you guys do, but I thought that was funny. They're going to go back to some movie stuff here. They're talking about tapping into all different aspects of Transformers. I guess there's going to be a Transformers Day. Frank Welker, more Frank Welker. Okay. There's going to be a fan vote for the first time, and they said like 10 years. I didn't realize it had been that long. So this is going to be kind of weird, I guess, is you're going to vote for the character you want, then for the alt mode category, and then what the actual alt mode is. So it'll be kind of interesting to see how they do that. Finishing up the Target Masters here, we get Deluxe Sure Shot finally. That one was past my time. Blast Off, a new look at Blast Off, or new look, a new Vaticon here for Bruticus. Repainting the girl car from that weird line where they had all the different Junkions, but she was a Decepticon car. Now they've modded, and now she's an actual Junkion, or he's an actual Junkion called Jalopy. So, and I'm a Junkion nerd. I got Junkion Focus, so I'll be picking that up again because I got her just because it looked like a Mad Max car.
Yeah, I wasn't familiar with that one, but it looks pretty cool. I like the Junkion.
Yeah, me too. I'm like, the more you can have, the better, in my opinion. Literally my favorite Beast Wars figure of all time. Quick strike here, a scorpion with a cobra tail. And looking pretty good, staying true to the original. I'm glad they didn't try to like give him fists and put the legs on the arm or some weird thing. Looks like you might be able to plug something into there. I don't know if it's going to be a weapon or maybe just a blast effect. Quintus Prime. So I guess, I don't know if this is one of the 13 primes they haven't revealed yet or what.
Yeah, I wasn't familiar with that one.
Yeah, me neither. Brawl here, which is they got to get that money somehow, which is going to be a Voyager. So of course it could have been 4 deluxes and a commander. One of them's got to be a Voyager, and they're like, he's a big boy. So I'm sure he's not that much bigger than the other ones, but whatever. And then this one I was excited for, a Voyager animated Wreck-Gar. So again, if you never did the animated series, Weird Al actually did the voice of Wreck-Gar as a Junkion that's a trash truck. So I really dig this. And I knew when we got that, we got another Junkion that looked kind of like this trash truck, but it was a little bit, I think it's a little bit more Mad Maxy. Let me see. I've got it. Oh no, this is literally a direct repaint of this.
Is that not
fucking
the same
guy.
thing?
Yeah. It even has this big ugly claw sticking out the back, which well, that sucks. I'm kind of disappointed at that now. I was like, oh, I'll get this one, but now I don't think I will because I already have the mold. So okay. And then this crazy thing, Amalgamus Prime. So he's
Jesus Christ.
He's got a goofy shockwave head here, so this must be what who Shockwave came from. And then his alt mode is a spider tank, and kind of like that big gold one. Like his alt mode and his regular mold just like look really similar. So it doesn't look like you're doing too much transforming here. I mean, you can see his feet roll up onto his back. What they did say in the recap is the spider tank will have like, he said he's the designer. It was designed by one of the Japanese designers, but the American designer that worked with them said that they had kind of figured out like 5 different ways to do the spider tank. So, no. He said it's one of the most fun figures he's had in a long time. He's been playing with them for weeks, he said. So, who knows? Oh Jesus, this is a leader scale razor claw. So I don't know if this is Beast Wars 2 or Transmetal or what, but just repaint. Now this, my boy, yeah, big convoy. I absolutely love this prime. Not a huge fan of how much is sticking out here underneath the mammoth head.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing when I saw that. I was like, if they could get rid of or cover that just a little bit more, that would be
just one plate right
fantastic.
there, you know. But I'm still excited for it. This is one of the goofiest figures, in my opinion, ever. I have the original release of it, and I have I think they did. The Transformers Collector Club did an Ultra Magnus repaint of it. So an all white and, well, white and blue mammoth. And I have that one too. So I'm excited for that. See, here it doesn't look as bad, but this is a pretty bad picture from like the 3rd or 4th row.
Different angle.
Yeah. Just a quick tease on the Commander Onslaught. They're like, it's coming, so we wanted to show you it, but that's all they gave us was that gray model. We talked about Arachnid. This is the TF5 barricade, which I guess I need to go watch Transformers the last night again to see because this looks considerably different than the original Transformers, the movie barricade, or not the movie, Transformers barricade. But he looks good. I mean, I like the figure itself, this alt mode. They did say this is fully licensed, which I assume is that a Mustang. Am I seeing that right?
Maybe a dog.
It looks like a Charger.
Does it? Okay. Yeah, like I say, not a car guy, but they did say it's officially licensed. So it's usually easier to get licenses from GM, it seems like. And then Wind Charger here looks really good. Trying to get the rest of the movie figures out. I just wish they would have done something with his feet. I get that it's kind of an homage to their original G1, but that just looks awful, Yeah,
it's not great.
Yeah, I'm like, have that shit fold out or something somehow. You got louvers, you got all kinds of shit that could be making some actual toes or feet there. We've talked about this, the TF1 Alpha Trion, 86 Thundercracker, which they are now saying that this is a completely new mold. It's not a, it's not, what do they call them when they just change something. Anyways, they didn't just change a few things. Sorry, what?
No, I'm sorry. You were saying something different. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they didn't just change. It's not a remold or whatever. They're like, it's a completely brand new mold. So now guess what? We're going to get fucking 2 new Seekers as well after Thundercracker.
Yeah. Which that's the kind of thing that for me is super cool because I like that, or at least what they're showing there. I like that mold better because it's cleaner and gets away from that like over stylized.
I
all the
agree.
little extra stuff in there, but that
Yeah.
also means now I've got to buy all of those new figures, which, you know, first world problems, but still it's like, damn.
Also in Studio Series, a leader, Nemesis Prime. I really need to go watch this frickin' movie again because I totally forgot a Nemesis Prime was in there. And you might say, hey, why does it look exactly like Optimus Prime? So I guess Nemesis Prime wasn't that different. His colors got darker when he turned into Nemesis Prime, and he had like a couple different weapons or something. And to me, this looks more like the movie Optimus Prime than the one I bought. I did get this Prime, even though I was like, oh, I'm not going to get that. He was half off for Prime Day. So get it? Optimus Prime Day. Hey. So I did pick him up at $28. I couldn't pass him up. So, and then this is the Grimlock. So he's going to stand 15 inches tall. So his length has got to be fucking at least 2 feet, if not more than that. And like I say, this is going to be a Titan. Yeah, there you go. Jesus. Yeah, that is fucking big. But is that as big as a? I don't think I have any. All my Titans are downstairs. But and then what they also said is that they're like, we gave a lot of attention to you G1 Dinobot fans. We haven't forgotten you movie Dinobot fans. We're going to do all of them in this scale, which doesn't mean they'll all be Titans because none of them were as big as Grimlock. But so we're going to get a big ass Triceratops and a big ass two-headed pterodactyl for some reason. And then they did do a snarl, so I'd be interested. But I don't think snarl was in the movie. I think they just did a snarl. Anyways,
I'm so out of touch. I remember seeing Grimlock, you know, in commercials and stuff, but I didn't realize they had all the other, or at least some of the other Dinobots in the movies, the new movies. So
yeah, and I think it's just what they call slug now,
right, instead of
but
slag.
yeah, and the pterodactyl was called Strafe for some reason. The fucking the one of the Technobots. But
Interesting.
yeah, Brinkalizer says the Nemesis Prime had different color eyes. That was the main difference. Of course, his eyes had to turn red. All right. Oh yeah. Oh, here's what I was talking about. So yeah,
Wow.
all silver with like this really weird green on it. Yeah. Somebody out there is a Grimlock fan or a movie Dinobot fan. I have all the movie Dinobots when they recolored them like G1 Dinobots and did all the back metaling uh, for a Comic-Con exclusive that came with the Ark. Like it was a cardboard Ark that built out. So I was like, okay, I'm done with movie Dinobots after that. All right. At least I don't think there's anything else down here. Just close-ups of the gray models and shit. Okay. So now post-panel booth picks again. We talked about it. This is kind of cool. I don't know if that's the Nemesis one or the actual regular Optimus Prime, but I mean, that's good scaling. He's still a little bit big compared to the movie. But I mean, that'd be kind of a cool thing to reenact. It looks like we're going to get that Amalgamus Prime and the Quintesson Prime. I mean, it looks kind of cool just as a cool robot, like Pat Labor kind of stuff, you know, some kind of anime robot. But
yeah, it definitely has a kind of a Macross feel to it.
yeah, And then there's that Quintesson Prime.
Is that from the movies or is that from something else?
No, I think that's just part of those 13 primes still.
Okay.
Like the characters that, and I don't know if it's comic based, but the ship is very much like the TF1, except for it had a real, like the regular Quintessons that turned into those ships had real pointy noses and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So getting a whole bunch of this shit. Good God. Very cool Prime riding the Dinobot. I like his little mech tongue in there. Always down for some mech tongue.
Fucking
it's a focus.
it's a focus.
You put a mech tongue on a toy, I'm buying it. This is kind of cool. This mace is his tail, and what it does is it telescopes out. So it's all huge at the top, and the tail just kind of pulls out and goes into the point. So I thought that was kind of a cool. Oh, so that is the regular Optimus Prime because he has blue eyes.
Jesus Christ, of course.
Wind Charger with his magnetic power from his chest. There.
Is that what his deal was? He had like a magnetic thing?
Yeah, they said in the recap, and I don't remember this, but they said in the recap that in like 2 episodes, his like power was that he could use magnetic power from his chest. And they said like that would be one of the most powerful powers in the world if you're fighting on a metal planet.
Yeah.
And I just don't remember how it was used in the cartoon. I'm like
would that make him be able to jump because he would
like he could repel himself?
Yeah, repel himself with the magnetic pull?
I didn't think about that. I wasn't thinking about reversing the polarity.
You want to attract people. He wants to repel them.
Yeah, I was like, what is he going to do? Suck him to his chest and fucking punch him in the face?
He could. I mean, that's not far from that.
And see, I kind of forgot a lot of those. The original Transformers had like a lot of them had powers as well, like invisibility or sound, and just random stuff.
Exactly. Here's that barricade. It looks like as a test shot. Yeah. Again, I'll have to watch the movie again and see if I like him in the movie. Oh, shit. Okay. So there's that new mold. Again, in those test shot colors, it's hard to tell, but there's the fucking razor claw. Boop, boop, boop. And there's my mammoth. Yeah. They're not taking it head on, so it's hard to see, but it does look like it's going to have that shit sticking out. His big old fucking cannon. The other ones, Target Master, Quick Strike. Oh my God, I'm so excited for this Quick Strike. That was one because the original toy, I would just play with that thing nonstop. The transformation was fun. Fucking that tail, you could pose in all kinds of different ways. Vatican's here. Ooh, I like that big old Decepticon symbol.
Yeah, dude, that's pretty dope, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, so here's Brawl. Yeah, can we get some pull-out shots of how much bigger Brawl is than everybody else? Yeah, I don't think Brawl looks tons bigger enough to justify an extra fucking $10.
Oh, that's that big cannon.
Yeah. Packaging on them, artwork. Okay.
Yeah, all the stuff we've already seen.
Yeah. All right. So some exciting stuff there. So you think you're gonna replace your Seekers then with those 86 Seekers? That's what you're feeling?
Yeah, probably, because I know at least like even right now, Starscream, the one version I have of him, I have him just transformed into the jet, just because I don't know, just the aesthetic of it, the look of all the extra detail, I don't like as much. I like it a little bit cleaner. So if these come out, assuming they're not ridiculously priced, and I don't, lose all my money, then I'll probably end up losing it on them.
Yeah, I'm in for Thundercracker and Skywarp. So
Yeah.
Nice. And then, so what else has you guys excited? I know as I'm like blowing through those photos, I'm talking about what I think. What else
there's a
has
lot
you
of them.
guys? Is there? Wow.
Yeah, well, a lot of photos. Yeah, it's just a lot of.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought you were saying there's a lot of
there's-
things you're interested in.
I'm trying not to go down the combiner rabbit hole, but I'm digging that Vortex and Bruticus and that whole shebang. Like,
Yeah.
I hope they do the what is that?
The
Those guys.
Technobots?
No, the ones that were animals.
Predaking.
Yeah, Predaking. I hope they do a Predaking.
Oh, yeah, that would be interesting because when they did them before, they were all Voyagers, right?
Yeah.
It was like 5 different Voyagers.
So
I do like the combiners for sure.
Yeah, exactly. And again, it's hard not to get into that. Like now I want a Defensor that scale. Now I want.
Yeah, and seeing that's where I luck out because I could care less about Defensor. Like,
Really? He's one of my favorite. Defensor and Centurion are my 2 favorite guys, man.
I know. And lots of people love Defensor. And I'm just like, I don't know. Maybe it was my aversion to first responders, not first responders, but
I hate
more
you guys.
cops.
Saving lives.
Yeah, I don't like fucking cops. Cops were always busting up our fun when we were kids, So, let's see.
Yeah,
JB,
sorry, go ahead.
No, go for it.
I was just going to say, fortunately for me, I think they're starting off with the ones that I want the most. So, like, if they stopped after Bruticus, I could live with it. But if they did Defensor and Predaking, I probably would break down.
I would just keep going. I would just keep
going.
Yeah, and they're not fucking cheap with that commander price tag. They're like two bills plus.
Yeah, you end up it's probably is 200 plus for the whole thing.
Yeah, because you minimally have a $90 commander and 4 $25 deluxes, and then they do the stupid shit like make Brawl a Voyager for some reason, so that's another $10. But JB missed what we thought about the Masters crossover. We're kind of digging on it. We like the Skeletor. I'm probably going to do Skeletor and He-Man and be done. Badass pre-ordered to Skeletor.
Yeah, I'm probably
Condor.
Yeah,
I think that's one of the all of the mashups with really Masters of the Universe is the big one. I appreciate them. They're fun to look at. They're cool seeing how they do it, but I'm okay skipping them and just enjoying it from a distance. So I'll live vicariously through you guys.
Or Thundercats or none of that.
Nope, haven't bought any of them.
Yeah, I'm
Silverhawks.
I want to see. I mean, what else? How far can Masters of the Universe go with all these mashups? That's like what, the 3rd or 4th line. I mean, It's eventually going to be like Tiger Sharks and My Little Pony. I don't know.
Ooh, I like My Little Pony.
Masters Brony.
Triple A's in the house. We answered your question at the beginning of the show, Triple A. So go back and listen to that. JD said he liked that shockwave, like a shockwave roboto. Oh, he's talking about the Masters of the Universe. He says he'd like a shockwave roboto mix.
Yeah, Roboto's a real obvious one.
Roboto would be a good Soundwave, to be honest with you. There you go.
Oh, that's interesting. I like that too. 2 of my favorites again. Breakalizer says running from cops is how I kept in shape as a teenager. Yeah. We knew our neighborhood much better than the police did. That's for sure. All right. So let's see. We got post-panel booth picks, and then like I say, there's a panel recap. I didn't look that hard because I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to do these recaps because I didn't have enough time. Um, the recaps are about a half an hour a piece. Panels are about an hour. I did see that somebody live streamed the classifieds panel because the panels are fun. The panel live streams are fun to watch because you get the crowd reaction. You get the crowd being like, yeah, like it. They get energetic, man. It's when you're there, like, well, especially me and my water bottle. I'd be cheering and
my water bottle of vodka. Yeah, vodka.
We have links to all the recaps. I didn't take the time to see if I could find live streams, but I'm sure they're probably out there for most panels. All right. Let's see. Why don't we do the second thing Cliff would probably not care too much about, and that's Star Wars. So first up,
good reaction, badass.
That fucking HasLab is brutal.
Oh my god, dude! When I saw, okay, we'll get to it, but yeah, when I saw a size comparison versus the old ones, and it's like this much bigger than the old one, I'm like, okay, what are we fucking doing here? Okay, so preview night picks again. Everything we've seen before. We've got the retro Cantina 4-pack here. We get the Streets of Mos Eisley thing diorama. I don't know what they're calling it. This is kind of cute how they have like a little Jawas having a garage sale there on the streets.
They're not selling lemonade. A blue milk stand out front.
Lemonade. Now I gotta say, I love me some lemonade stand. I'm the guy the kids are waiting for because I will stop at every single lemonade stand I ever see because I always try to support kids and their little entrepreneurial spirits.
I haven't seen a lemonade stand in forever, but the last time I stopped at a lemonade stand was in Denver. So
oh, right.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I wouldn't say they're frequently around. I would say I see about 3 a summer, maybe.
Okay.
So maybe 1 a month kind of thing. One lemonade stand I stopped at last year was just, I'm like, how are you making money? Because the lemonade was 50 cents. The biggest thing is you got to keep your lemonade cold. Ice cold lemonade, fucking without a ton of ice in it either. And then they had like homemade brownies for $1. And I'm like, well, shit. Give me 5 of those brownies. We'll take lemonade for the car.
Brownies are my focus.
They're making money because they know how to manage a business. They have zero overhead.
Yeah,
Mom
zero
and dad
overhead,
buy lemonade. They take it. There's no cost. It's
Country Time costs nothing.
Mom and dad are out $50.
Yeah,
the kids
exactly. Yeah. My entrepreneurial spirit went out the door when I wanted to do one, and my mom's like, well, do you have enough money to buy all the ingredients you need? And I
have to buy stuff.
Well, yeah. We don't have lemonade I can just sell out there.
Wow, your mom was hardcore. She's
dude,
you're learning a lesson.
Yeah,
I told my daughter the same thing. My daughter wanted to do it, and I said, Grandma Pam made me have to buy my own ingredients. You got to buy your own ingredients. That's how you run a business.
Way to kill their spirit.
Yeah, you wrecked it.
All right. So a bunch of vintage collection we've seen before, the new army builders, the 3-pack. This guy looks really good. The Mandalorian. What was it? I can't read it here. Republic Commando or Imperial Armored Commando. That showed up in my Target. I saw that yesterday. It looks really good in person. Again, not $27.99 for a 4-inch figure good. All right, these just all close-ups now. I don't think I care too much about the close-ups. Is there anything else of note? Oh, here we go. Yeah, so Jedi Survivor 2-pack with the destroyer droid there and a KTSO-esque robot. More Jedi Survivor stuff. Oh, there's the Dash Rendar. Jedi Temple Guards. Ooh, I like all the different keys on their belt or whatever those are. Oh, this is the first time I think we've seen the packaging of this. I don't know if we've seen that packaging before. That looks really good to keep in the package.
Yeah,
I think I wish
automatically displayed for you.
Yeah, and I wish they would have put one of those fucking ridiculous, like, oh, we gave you a 1/2 inch one and a 3/4 inch one and then a whole inch one. But one of those slicing effects on the saber, I think, would have been cool to include in the display. But
yeah.
Yeah, see there,
like that.
It makes no sense there because they're doing the force push on each other. So it looks like they're just wagging their lightsaber like that while they're force pushing each other. Oh, shit.
It's how Jedi do battle. They waggle their lightsabers at each other. Defensive maneuver.
Oh, an SM33 here. I canceled. So this is about to ship from Hasbro Pulse. I canceled my pre-order on it because it was at that
Skeleton Crew.
Yeah. And what I loved about him is he is like Extendar, you know?
Yeah.
But he was one of my I'm scared of tariffs pre-orders. But if he's about to ship from Pulse, that means they have him in the country already. So he won't be getting hit with tariffs, hopefully.
Are you going to jump back on and buy him now?
Yeah, I mean, I'll get them when I see them in store eventually. But I just wanted to make sure a already $33 figure wasn't a $45 figure when I wanted him.
Yeah.
The Color Ronin, the Death Troopers. This I did leave my pre-order up because they're not expected until closer to September.
Okay.
And I do not want to miss zombie black and red troopers.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing those close up like that. Those are pretty detailed for a
for a mass release.
Yeah, for mass release. Those are pretty cool.
Mass release. Yeah. I'm loving them. I absolutely love them. And then Ezra, and then a bunch of Imperials that I don't care about because I don't collect Imperials. I'm like, if you don't have a helmet on, I don't want you. I don't like little hats.
Speaking of helmets.
Oh yeah, what was that? The Death Trooper.
Death Trooper. Yeah, I was going to say Death Trooper, but Death Trooper.
Yeah. And then
Ezra's. Yeah. And then I guess that's the helmet in the background of the bad guy from the Acolyte.
Yeah, the Stranger.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. So that was pre-panel. That's he said the Star Wars HasLab is massive, but no one at the con was really excited about it. Most thought it would be a sand crawler. That would have been interesting. I just don't know about the play value in a sand crawler, because there's not a lot of scenes with it, but yeah. And as we'll see when we talk about stuff, they said we still have some Tatooine stuff, but with that Republic gunship, they're moving from Tatooine to the prequels. And then they showed kind of a similar teaser poster, not as detailed as the Tatooine poster, which literally had figures in it, but so they showed a poster that had ATTEs in it, and the little wheeling like fucking Wolverine, the big wheeled Wolverine tanks that had like 20 missiles that they shot and
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some. I mean, the Clone Wars, those are some of my favorite vehicles. The gunship, those missile launchers, the little spider droids, the three-legged fucking big tall spider droid looking things.
Yeah, you know, they had a lot of fun putting together vehicles for those movies and then the TV show, all that, because
Yeah.
there's a lot of cool vehicles in there. You're right about that.
All right. Jazzware's here. We're gonna skip all the well, maybe except for this Demigorgon. I didn't see this Demigorgon. And this is a Comic-Con exclusive. I guess a bloody one. I guess they'll probably make a normal one. From the looks of the trailer, spoiler, the Demigorgons are going to be back in a big way for the next season. So, yeah, I didn't even know this was fucking coming out, and they already have an exclusive of it. Shit. This is why we're here, is to talk about Micro Galaxy Squadron, and again, nothing really exciting. I don't even know if they announced anything new.
I don't know why you collect that for.
Dude, I love it. And what we got, I got a Micro Galaxy Squadron toy that I paid full price for, but I was like, I don't want to miss it. And then I didn't realize, I thought it was an older release and it's a brand new release. So I wasn't going to miss it, but whatever. But no, I love these. I love this super small scale, to be able to have all of these ships displayed. Like, I literally have a Battle for Hoth displayed on a shelf that would hold like 8 figures. There is the Arc 170 and the Clone Wars Vulture droids. Yeah, so these are all like old ships that we've seen before. I don't know if we've seen the N. Yeah, I think we have seen the N-130, the Mandalorian one. So, anyways, that's what Jazzwares had, and I didn't hear any announcements after that first night on picks. FallCon exclusives, so things like New York Comic Con, MCM London, and another like weird one that I had never heard of. We get for Black Series, a Mace Windu and Palpatine 2-pack, the Arrest of Palpatine. This is really cool. This is the first time we're going to get a Senator Palpatine head on
Before his
him.
head gets nuked.
Yeah, before it gets all scarred up like that. So that's kind of cool. I actually really like that we're finally getting, and I can't even remember the actor's name. That's how horrible I am. But
Ian McDiarmid.
thank you. I'm glad we've got a name person on the cast when Cliff's not here.
And that guy, Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, is that what his name is? Okay.
Yeah, lesser known actor.
I thought it was that dude Forrest Whitaker. Oh no, he's Saw Gerrera, right? Yeah. So head sculpts look great here. For vintage collection, we're getting spirits of Obi-Wan, Anakin, and Yoda. And if you saw that, I don't know why Yoda's is so brown. That seems weird. His is like gold, but the other ones are blue. Okay, that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But the Anakin Skywalker's cool because you can get Hayden Christensen, or what's the old school Anakin?
Yeah.
Do you know that one, Condor? What's that actor's name?
Shit.
I don't know it either.
I don't
you
remember.
Have to feel bad. Somebody in the chat
been phased out for a while, so
it was. Oh my god, it's like right there on my tongue.
It's I was gonna say, but then no, that's the different guy. Shit.
Anyways,
Yeah.
someone in the chat, Google it and correct us. Absolute collecting in the house. He's on his way home from the Kane County Toy Show, one of my bucket list toy shows. He got a pretty big haul. He says, "Good night and stay hydrated." So he was just checking in. Hey, Absolute, if you're still there, tell us what you're having for dinner. And I'm just curious, what are you guys having for dinner?
Lasagna.
Ooh, nice. Homemade, or are you popping a Stouffer's?
Get the fuck out of here. Homemade.
Nice, nice. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with this. Well, I shouldn't say a Stouffer's. I like a Costco, that whatever, the Kirkland lasagnas. I like those. Oh, there you go. Sebastian
Shaw. Yeah, I was just
Thank
looking it
you.
up. And I was not going to remember that one.
Condor dinner for you?
I'm trying to figure that out. We went to, like, I literally jumped out of a pool and drove home to get on the podcast because it was like my wife's coworker's husband's birthday party, so we were over doing that, and we had they had like Italian food, so I have no idea what we're doing for dinner. I just ate like Italian, like Olive Garden for like a really late lunch. So dinner will be whatever we decide to have after this.
Nice. Well, we're all going Italian because I'm having Little Caesars pizza puffs.
Nice.
Have you guys have those? The little like cupcake pizzas?
I'm not familiar with that one.
I haven't seen them. So, yeah.
Maybe they don't have them in Canada, but oh my God, are they?
Like you buy them in the store?
No, they're like Little Caesars. You got to get them from there.
Yeah, I don't eat a lot of Little Caesars, so
yeah, I'm not.
No, neither do we. We're not huge fans of the pizza, but well, I shouldn't say they make like we like the pretzel crust. Oh, this is probably gonna make me choose a store and shit. Yes, that's fine.
Go ahead and place the order.
Yep.
Okay.
Crazy.
Oh
puffs.
yeah, right there. The crazy.
Yeah,
puffs,
I've never even. Wow, that's brand new to me. I've never seen those at all.
Yeah, dude, these are so freaking amazing. I love them. And they also make a stuffed pretzel crust where the sauce of the pizza is not marinara or tomato, it's cheese sauce also. Those are two chef kiss things for Little Caesars.
It looks like it gets like a really good little crust around the edge there.
Yeah, they're like little tiny like deep dish pizza cupcakes. Nice. Cowabunga dude agrees with me. He says
they're fire.
And right now, T-Mobile, they do free stuff every week, or free or reduced stuff. And these things are normally like $4 for 4 of them. The deal this week is $1 for 4 of them. So
nice.
Yeah. Since all of our family has T-Mobile, we just place 3 orders. We'll make a salad, and bam, we got a dinner that's not going to leave any leftovers. Okay. Anyways, I was hoping I'd catch Absolute before he left so we could do dinners, but yeah. So Sebastian Shaw and a Hayden Christensen. That Hayden Christensen head looks like trash.
I really like that they did that with that set, that way you can pick and choose how you want to display it, and it doesn't just have to be Hayden Christensen.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that. Because I don't think they haven't released the one with Sebastian Shaw for like 25, 30 years.
Yeah. Yeah, because it was a Power of the Force figure. And I don't know if Power of the Force 1
might have been one of those 3-packs. Was the last? I can't remember if there was a 3-pack.
Oh, I have that Jedi Spirits right here.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
I think you're right. They did a single release where he looks real. He's not a ghost.
I think they did a carded one. I think that's like one of the most inexpensive Power of the Force figures you can get.
Probably.
And then in Power of the Force 2, they did a 3-pack of them, all clear blue, and it's right down here. It is the Sebastian Shaw head.
Well, didn't
All
he sign
right.
some sort of contract that he was supposed to be the ghost of Anakin? Like Hayden Christian set up some sort of deal where they stopped using that other guy, and he was supposed to be the only ghost of Anakin.
Oh, really? Huh.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'm like dead on that one, but I swear I had heard something about that.
heard something like that.
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
They must have worked something out if they
Because
did.
then when they redid the movies, then suddenly they phased out the other guy, and he was always the ghost of Anakin after that.
That would be interesting. Maybe when they brought him back, they're like, this null and voids all your other demands from back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You work for free now.
Yeah, you want to be part of Star Wars again? You're ours, bitch.
He might have lost some of his leverage over the years.
All right, so let's talk about the Republic gunship here. Well, I guess we probably should have talked about the panel first. But so this thing is big, like JB was talking about, but it's not like crazy bigger. So on this picture right here, can you see my cursor?
Mm-hmm.
So like right at the back of the first pilot window, that's where the other gunships come up to.
So it's just like an inch or two longer.
Yeah, it's like an inch or two longer. Now, granted, the other gunships, you had to buy the gun pods separately.
Really?
So
they came with a figure, right?
Yeah. Well, I think they did. I actually never opened mine because the main one I have. Yeah. Were you knocking? Oh, sorry. Let me say goodbye to my puppy. Not gonna see. Oh, Jeff. Here, you want to be on a podcast? She's like, shit, no. What are you doing? Oh, this is Jess.
Guy.
Not to be confused with Jessica. Oh, baby, I know I'm torturing you. I love you. Thank you, baby. Call me when you're on your way back and we'll figure out the puffs thing. Sorry about that. Oh, so sad. I'm not going to see my puppy. Okay. Anyways, so they didn't have the gun pods with them, but you could buy battle packs that had gun pods. But even the battle packs would only come with one gun pod, so you had to buy 2 gun pod battle packs to have them, and they were oversized. Like they looked really goofy when you put them on the gunship. So it's good to see here they're in scale with it and looking much better. But yeah, this is I don't remember who I was talking to, but I was like, this might be the first vintage collection HasLab that doesn't get funded. Like Black Series has had a lot of failures, unfortunately.
I don't,
because I don't even know. Oh, Brink, if you're still on, Brink, did you do a chart for this? I haven't been on socials. Usually I hijacked his chart from the Realm of Collectors Facebook page. But if you've done a chart for it, let me know. I'd be curious. But why don't we hit Hasbro Pulse and see at least where the numbers are at here?
I could definitely see this being a lot less popular because all of the other vintage collection HasLabs, and correct me if I'm wrong, but all of the other ones have been first
vintage,
time,
like original trilogy, right?
Yeah, like you couldn't have bought the sail barge, you couldn't have bought the Ghost. I don't think.
Yeah, the Cantina,
the
they've
Razor
only
Crest.
done like little.
Yeah,
little
Cantina,
small
technically there were other
ones.
stuff, but nowhere like completely different level.
Yeah. Oh, good. Good.
But I think you could, like you said, it's a different. This one's slightly bigger, but you could probably go on eBay and buy that same gunship. Maybe not the same exact scale, and maybe not the same level of detail, but you can go buy a gunship right now.
That's true. To their credit in choosing this, I had no idea about this because AAA was the one that sent me the link before I had done the show notes. So I didn't even know this was a thing until he sent it to me. Um, those original gunships, the last time they made it in the vintage collection. So it was in like the vintage style box, but it was
Oh,
a Toys R Us exclusive. And that goes for, yeah, he just put in the chat, that goes for $700 now.
ooh, okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
this is actually cheaper than trying to buy the old
the one
one.
just talking about buying.
Yeah.
Like I had
And
one
the
of those when they came out, the vintage style one.
right,
Yeah.
nice. I mean, if you've still got it,
No,
well, and that it would
Like
have
in the
been part
vintage
of the
box or just
purge.
the
yeah, like that. None of my Star Wars made it through that purge,
Oh, okay.
but yeah, I had one of those. I remember setting it up and having clone troopers and everything on it.
I don't know what this one's weird. Green Clone Wars one.
It's probably some weird painted one.
Yeah, the one I have is this one, the Clone Wars one with the tiger shark.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the Revenge of the Sith is the green one here.
I guess it's got a bunch of figures, but it's already going for 330.
Yeah, and only one day left. Well, like I said, I think if this thing makes it, it'll drop the bottom out on the market of these. You
Yeah, that'll
know,
be
like why?
$20.
Yeah. Yeah, like why would you ever pay $700 for a shittier one that you can get for 450 now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Yeah.
maybe Hasbro did the research on that because I that was just off the top of my head. I haven't even done this much looking around on eBay, so maybe those are trying to find something in that scale at the one that people want and in vintage packaging is super difficult. So
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. Let's see what's sold here. This is the problem is this. Yeah, see here's the old Clone Wars one for 320. Okay, so it's not ridiculous. That was a Walmart exclusive one, which probably just had a different deco on the side. Here, let me get rid of Lego here.
yeah. I was gonna say I do remember the Lego one because I bought the Lego one on sale for like $30, and then like a year later you couldn't get it for under $300.
Oh, that's crazy.
But that was just the
Yeah,
original one, you know, oh 02, oh
I have
03.
the ultimate collector one here,
Oh
and
yeah.
that one was pricey as shit. Like it was originally 350. I think I got it for like 250 or something.
I
I
bet
think I
that was
had
pretty
that
cool.
one that was 179. Like scroll
The
up.
the Lego one
Uh,
or the
Yeah, that no
I
no down
down
right there.
this
What
one.
174 or 176 or whatever. Yeah,
Okay.
I think I had that one.
Yeah, I think that's this one right here.
Yeah.
But I don't know why it's a Walmart exclusive, but I think they did that anyway. Anyways, these go for cash. I'm just trying to see if there was a sold Clone Wars one. Oh, there's a crazy one. Attack of the Clones line. Yeah, so the vintage collection one looks like it's like the Golden Goose. Yeah. Okay. Because it does have balls on it too. It's got gun
Balls on it.
balls.
Yeah,
it's
because
a
mine
male
didn't
plan.
have the little gunner pods on the side of it. I know that
Okay.
for sure. Like when I saw it, I was like, "Damn, that one's got those gunner pods."
50 bucks only. Yeah, I don't even see one of the oh, here we go. 450 for the one I have.
And how much is
Yeah,
the HasLab one going for? Or the
450 is
450?
the
Okay.
yeah. So, oh, and then we didn't even look at I brought it up and then didn't even look at the followers. They hide that shit now. And remember I've been trying to
They're at the bottom. If you're looking
about
at it.
oh
Yeah.
my fucking menu bar,
Oh.
which you can't see, but I can't see.
Yeah,
Yeah,
2000, a
so
little over
only
2000.
2000. That's a really slow start. That's a slower start, I think, relatively than even the Snowcat, which isn't doing that great either.
Yeah,
So
has it funded yet, the Snowcat? Or is it still trying to
no,
get through
oh
it?
no, it's not even
It's like what, in the 6 or 7,000 range ish.
I don't even know if it's that close.
Uh,
Oh yeah, because don't they need 10 or something?
I thought it was 8, but I
That
already
very
gave my
well
money,
could
so I
be the
stopped paying
case.
attention.
Yeah, me too. I bought my 2, fucking like a dumbass, but
73.
325. Oh yeah. Oh, it's really close to its
And,
target. Okay.
and there's
Usually
still, oh,
once it
18
hits
days.
its, yeah, when it hits its target, it gets a little bit more pickup, um, but the spike is always in the last couple days.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, well, I'll be interested to see how the Star Wars one does, because like we said, the past ones have been really successful for the most part, and
yeah.
it looks like a slow start, but there's still plenty of time.
AAA is saying besides the old one going for 700, he's like, plus people want the vintage collection box,
Yeah.
that the new one would be coming in too. So to me, that's just crazy. Why buy something that big, that expensive that you're just gonna keep in a box? Like a
Yeah, just buy the box.
fucking yeah. Wow. And sorry, badass.
Yeah.
So what have you done Star
Idiot.
Wars HasLabs?
No, fuck no.
Okay. So yeah, so you're not buying a sail barge and putting it in, keeping it in the box, right?
No, not at
Yeah.
all. But again, you're talking about a guy who collects GI Joe, and it was pretty sketchy if I was going to pull that Rattler out or not. So
AAA said the Snowcat went backwards during the first couple days of Comic Con.
Did it really?
So yeah,
Oh, wow.
he said about 250 people dropped out.
what, the
That's
fried
interesting.
eggs didn't sell it?
All right, so we could click through for, oh, let's not look at my browser history. We can click through for days to look at this, but it's a big huge thing. Unless, like I say, this is my favorite flying vehicle from Star Wars, period, and I'm not going to get this. So I don't know how this does well for people that are like, oh, I like the original trilogy, or I don't like the Clone Wars or that kind of shit.
Yeah,
So I don't
I'm
know.
definitely not getting this. I'm way over past my max when it comes to space and
Yeah,
all of that. I do like those figures,
that's
but
what I was gonna say is, but we'll see the figures again. And they even said that. They said the card backs are
okay.
exclusives for the figures. But just the same way the card backs were exclusive for Rebels,
Mhm.
we will be getting all of those figures in normal releases. So it's
Yeah,
just
we'll see. This
yeah.
might there's a chance this one will be the first one that doesn't fund, but you never know. I hope it does. I mean, I'm always rooting for them. People obviously want this, so
And that's my thing too. I
yeah.
trust me, and don't ever get me wrong. I'm never hoping that it doesn't fund. So if I'm not getting it, no one can have it. I hope people get what they want. I guess what would irk me, kind of like the sail barge, is when I go to toy shows and I'm like $2,000. Like, fuck, I should have got one back in the day. But I don't know if that's me wanting it or me saying, oh, I could flip that nowadays for
Yeah, I think it's you, the flipping thing. Like, I'm going to
Yeah.
scalp the shit out of that thing.
But it doesn't seem like that's been as successful a thing with more recent ones, the flipping. So
Yeah. Here, some of the things we saw on the Hasbro site.
oh
So
yeah.
these are the official pictures. So yeah, I mean, a little bit further back than what I thought. This one has the pods that I was talking about. See, the pods look about the same size
Didn't you
too.
have to buy the pods separately when you bought that originally?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You had to buy 2 different $20 battle packs. It was a
Right, and
battle
you would get
pack
the
that
pod,
had, yeah,
and
you would
they
get
would snap
one
on.
pod and like 3 figures.
Right, right, right,
Yeah,
right,
and
right.
then it snapped on.
Yeah,
So
I remember that game. The fucking game.
let's see here. We can kind of look at the back with the troops sitting. And like I say, it looks amazing. I just can't fucking do it anymore. There's the full loadout pick. And like I say, it comes with 2 of the clone pilots, but each one of the Jedis, these are the first time getting released in vintage collection level articulation and shit. Each one of those are different tiers in the crowdfunding. Yeah, and that's what Brink is a great, like running 2 HasLabs at the same time
Yeah, that's
is
not
really
wise.
interesting. Yeah.
Not wise.
Brian says, does that mean Slick will only buy one?
Nope.
I'm like, if I went in on it, like if it just did gangbusters and for sure unlocked all the figures, I would buy 2. That's how horrible I am. Because I would fucking buy one to scalp, like probably like part it out or something.
Yeah,
But
right. Yeah,
I don't know. Uh, yeah, and AAA says, I really hope this year is not the fall of the HasLab. Well, we know we're going to get the Snowcat. What I'll be really, really disappointed is if we don't get all the unlocks. You know, even though Flint and Lady J aren't my favorite, like it'll just kind of crash the value of it for me, in my
I want the
opinion.
bivouac. Like, I don't care about the 2 figures. I want the bivouac, man.
Hey, maybe if it doesn't fund, they end up doing a bivouac set. I mean, they already do some of those other little like I forget what they're calling them, but like the ones with like the little box and the gate and all that.
Yeah, like the little checkpoints and shit like
Yeah, the
that.
checkpoint. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Brink said never dropped 250, but it did dip down to 50, -9 backers. But for the past week, the numbers in the morning were lower than the night before. So the West Coasters might be trying to snowball the campaign.
Snowball. Good pun.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. These are official picks. Oh, and I don't know if this was, did we not have a panel recap? Oh shit, I didn't, not the panel recap video, but I didn't put a link in for like pictures from the actual panel. So, oh well, we'll have to deal with official pics of what got revealed. So there was okay, that can work. There we go. A Anakin and Rex Phase 2 2-pack. Except for what's goofy about this is the Hayden Christensen Anakin
Not
with
the
a,
animated version.
yeah, so this is like both and this is the live action version of Rex. So it's a Clone Wars 2-pack, but in live action. So kind of an interesting choice. But again, I have that Rex. I don't need him. Don't really need a Hayden Christensen live action Anakin.
Yeah, it's not a bad looking set, but it does it. I didn't realize that because I've gotten so lost. Star Wars is another property where there's just so many variations to it. But I didn't. It looked weird to me, and I'm like, oh, that's why. Because I'm usually seeing those as like their animated versions instead of their
Yeah,
live versions.
exactly. And even when they did like the Clone Wars carded Anakin, it
Yeah,
was still more like a realistic looking version of the cartoon Anakin. It wasn't a Hayden Christensen head sculpt, at
right.
least as far as I remember. This one's really cool. We get Asajj Ventress in her bounty hunter outfit. So a great look. They said the helmet, not only is the helmet removable, but in the series, when she first reveals that it's her, the visor lifts up. So you just see her face in the helmet with the visor up. And that's how they reveal her. And they said that it does that as well. So that's kind of cool. If you're a original trilogy fan, so we got the Anakin Obi-Wan battle. Now we get the Luke Skywalker Darth Vader battle from Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, I just saw this today as it was coming out. Yeah.
Dude, it looks super cool. Again, it's not one of my most favorite scenes, but
dude, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Sorry, I know.
So iconic.
I don't like army looking GI Joe. I don't like some of the most classic scenes from Star Wars. To me,
he likes Ewoks. Get out of here.
Yeah, he likes the
Ewoks. I do.
No, I like Ewoks too. But that is such an iconic scene. That's definitely one. I've definitely drifted away from the Black series, but that one, I'm already thinking about that. Like that's gonna, and like because that has the same. So like the Revenge of the Sith battle with Anakin and Obi-Wan.
Yeah,
I
don't care about that as much, but like this one here.
This one is your battle.
Yeah.
So it's cool. The Darth Vader will have a wire in his cape.
Oh yeah.
So since they're battling in like a wind tunnel kind of thing, you can make his shit all furrowed out. A new Jango Fett here. I think the only Jango we've gotten was in Gamerverse, but I probably mistaken there. But
I think it was like a GameStop exclusive, maybe, because I remember getting that one years ago.
Yeah, but I thought that was from the Jango Fett game. They considered it Gamerverse because that's when Gamerverse is still.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not exclusive to GameStop anymore. But anyways,
I remember getting it, but I didn't. That's what I was curious about. Is what's different about this? Is this a new sculpt or just new paint or just a re-release?
Different box.
He's got a new hat.
They said it's the best Jango they've ever done.
They said that last time.
Yeah, like
they literally. I do remember saying
what are they fucking even talking about?
Let's see if we can find them in a different box here.
The font is different on the side of the box.
Yeah, so here's the gaming great one.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, it doesn't look 100 times different to me.
But, God, I don't remember it being a gaming crates, but that was several years ago.
Yeah, that's the only one I'm familiar with. But again, I'm not a Jango so there must have been a Black series. Oh, is that the 3 3/4 one? No, because that's a Black series diorama box. So yeah, they have done them before.
Okay.
Oh yeah, here's
it was several years ago. That might have been
sold out. Yeah. Yeah, so this one is much better than this one. That's for sure. With all his fucking weird dirt and shit.
That's a good look.
All right. Then this is the one I'm excited about, the Stranger from the Acolyte. So now I've got, and I can't even remember if he's the one I'm pretty sure he's the one that kills the Wookiee Jedi.
Dude, he kills everybody.
I know.
Mario Van Peebles' kid, he gets killed.
Yeah. So this, oh my God, he looks so fucking good.
And that's his name is the Stranger?
Yeah.
I thought he actually had a real name, no?
Well, he does. He has a name, and I don't know if this Khmer is his alias. So when you see him in the spoilers, hopefully people, If you haven't watched
No
it yet,
one watched
you're the
Acolyte.
reason why
No
it got
one.
canceled.
Yeah, no one watched Acolyte.
So when he's the guy helping, he's Khmer, and then we find out Khmer is the stranger.
Right. So that's his Sith name, is the stranger.
Let's see. Oh shit. So AAA says Marvel really took the show by storm this year. I don't know if that's a pun about the 2 storms they announced, but to me it wasn't that exciting. But I'm not a Marvel Legends collector, so maybe
I don't know. They whipped out
Legends
X-Men '97, like a whole new wave of them.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
Like that cable looks pretty cool, but
yeah. Do either of you guys, or I guess Cliff doesn't get anything, but do y'all get any Marvel Legends at all, or is it just me?
I just want the Wolverine with the Weapon X Wolverine. That's the only guy I want.
Weapon X Wolverine.
Yeah,
I got the '97 Wolverine because the original the '90s cartoon is like my Marvel. I never read the comics.
Yeah. So there was a lot. I agree. Whoever just said it, but the Marvel Legends stuff that they released or that they showed that they're going to be releasing, there was a lot of cool things in there that I'm excited about. So
I think we have a link to it if we get to it, but we're 2 hours and we're not even through 2 of the franchises yet, so we need to go. All right, sorry, I'm gonna go fast and furious here. For vintage collection, we get 2 more figures for the Tatooine. You get a Chewie, and then we also get a new Han.
Sorry, really quick, go back to that Chewie. I think it was the very first picture. See right there, he just needs to be holding a guitar instead of that bowcaster. I saw that and I was like, that's perfect. But my only question on these, are these repaints or are they brand new figures?
No, so the Chewie is a slight retool. That's the word I was looking for in the Transformers segment, was a retool. But the Han, I don't know. I think the Han really is similar. A retool also. What they were talking about is they had to change things for him to get his iconic sitting pose from the cantina. That's the only thing I caught about this Han. But I also didn't pay a lot of attention because I'm like, oh, it's a vintage collection Han. Who cares? Vintage collection shock trooper here too. I think this is just mainly because it's been so long since they've done a shock trooper. Oh, and this is a Clone Wars version of it. That's interesting. But they're not making it a Revenge of the Sith. Must be some sort of deco difference. But okay, shit. I was not watching. Not watching the time. Okay, let's get into stuff we care about. Cold Slither concert. This is kind of cool.
I wonder if it was any good. I haven't watched any video of it.
Yeah, there's videos of it, but
I'll have to look that up because that's.
I guess the people that are actually playing the Dreadnoks and Zartan are actually like pretty accredited, heavy metal guys. But
it's Metallica.
But
that's equal parts ridiculous and awesome because it's
so
stupid, but it's so cool that those guys dressed up like that and did that. That's crazy.
But that song isn't even great if you listen to it. It's
I don't even know what it sounds like,
dude. It's bad. It's fucking bad.
Yeah,
that's why I'm curious to hear it. See, did they actually play that song?
I don't know how
they
you
put
can
something
even
better together.
Do a concert with that fucking song.
Well, they have a whole album coming out.
So I know, and I don't even know how you put an album together out of that.
Hopefully the people they got actually know how to put together a good song and a good set or something, because I can't imagine a whole album. Yeah.
All right. I think we'll go through booth picks real quick because they had, again, it's a lot of stuff we've already seen.
It's really just recapping all the stuff we've already seen.
Yeah, they had tons of Snowcat stuff, so I just wanted to see the Snowcat kind of in a diorama.
That's fun in the diorama with the bear and
and the snake armor.
The snake armor,
even though
yeah.
that's not the way the snake armor should look, but I'm controlling myself here.
It definitely looks more of a because it looked oversized in some of the previous pictures, but seeing it like that, it actually looks like a normal size.
Yeah, like it's in the right scale.
Yeah, right scale.
Which makes me say, why is it $350? But
because
yeah,
of
I'd like
the fried eggs, man. The fried eggs.
I'd like to see the gunship. Well, and then this is a lot of the thing that the Star Wars people is complaining about was no lights or sounds. I guess with this we get at least lights.
Yeah, lights and sounds and extra features.
Does this come with sounds?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
Now, I remember the lights like in the cockpit and everything. Maybe not sounds though. I don't remember.
Yeah, and the headlights. You get the claw, which I just got my claws today.
I missed the order on that, so I'm curious if they're going to re-release that somehow.
Mine's in the mail. It's on the way.
It's on the way. Okay,
anybody
so
has
that
any
was it
extras,
for the
let
clap. All right. Official. Oh, so here's the panel. There we go. We'll go.
Oh yeah, so you like that kind of set. Oh,
our boy Lenny in the house.
Oh fuck,
Emily. There's the cold slither. Okay, fucking snowcat. Recapping that big. Okay. So render reveals, what was it? Steeler and short fuse.
Yep.
Yeah. So you get and what Steeler was the tank driver, right?
Yeah, he was the Mobat driver. Like again,
okay.
I guess we're not getting a Mobat because of
I guess
driver.
So. Unless maybe this is a young Steeler and we're gonna get a grizzled Steeler. But no. Yeah, it doesn't sound like Mobat's happening.
No, Mobat is not happening.
And then short fuse was obviously the mortar
trooper.
Yeah, mortar trooper. There we go. This was really interesting. This isn't the Grim Trooper.
No, this is the Ghost Viper.
Ghost Viper, that's what it is.
And is this a completely new concept?
Yeah, this comes. Yeah, it's part of Crystal Paul's.
Yeah, with like the same.
Yeah, Night Vipers and Ghost Viper are his troops.
And what's interesting is this is, and again, whether they know, I'm sure they know about Black Major, but like Black Major did Vipers with skulls on their masks like this. It looks almost exactly like this, considering it's on an O-ring Joe and the head's only this big.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I understand the snake and then the snake head and then the wolf and the wolf head.
Because your trooper can be a wolf trooper or a snake trooper, and then they can have a snake. They said it was an army builder.
Yeah,
like I don't know about that. I'll probably get one just because I think it looks like a lot of fucking fun.
If it's numbered, I'm getting it. So
it is most likely going to have a number on it.
Yeah, so I'll most likely have it.
Yeah, look at that Cobra
right there.
The Cobra head is selling it for me.
Nice. But here we go, and we got Pythona. This is going to be a fall con exclusive, so New York Comic Con. I don't know. They didn't say PulseCon, but PulseCon's usually in the fall too. So.
Oh yeah, October.
Yeah, but looks good. Comes with all of her little plant mechanisms. I thought this was kind of funny. Lenny was like, and she comes with a big gym because that's what she used to try to buy off the dreadnoughts in the cartoon, was a big, huge gem.
Yeah.
So that's why they put that. Yeah, that's why they put that in there.
Sci-fi.
Yeah, our boy. Woo! It's our boy. Good old sci-fi here. Looks absolutely perfect. I am so glad they didn't try to modernize them.
No,
spot on.
Like that. He is spot on.
Color, everything's
excited about that. Yeah.
That blast
And
effect's pretty cool.
yeah, I don't mind it too much. I'm like, I don't know what the ball is all about, but
Well, I think
yeah,
he said it's kind of a modular thing. So what you can do is like the ball and then the blast itself are two different pieces. So you can do it like the ball is like, the charging of the shot,
and then,
or you can just do one or the other.
Yeah. Oh, interesting.
Or
see,
together.
I like that because I like all these little like side effects on the laser parts. The ball was a little weird. Okay, I like that.
I will say it just reminded me when I was watching the recap that they did, and it made me laugh because the whole time I'm watching it, I'm thinking, what's going on outside my house? I kept hearing sirens and honking, and it was at the con. I guess they were in like some building or sides building or out in the alley or something, because you could just hear all the traffic going on around them during the entire recap of that.
Oh, what it is they're doing it at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So if you've never been in Comic-Con, so
super trafficy.
Yeah, well, there's all kinds of like little golf carts going around collecting trash and all this kind of. The Marvel one was even worse. Like I didn't notice it on the Joe one. That's interesting.
Or maybe it was the Marvel, one of them for sure.
The Marvel one was awful, dude. All kind of beep beep, and all this kind of shit constant. Like I was amazed that they didn't acknowledge it during the Marvel recap. But
maybe it was the Marvel one. I just know it was one of them where I was like, what is going? And finally I had to mute it and stop it. And I was like, oh shit, it's them. It's not out here. It's just nonstop. So sorry.
Yeah.
Segue
there. Wetsuit again looks amazing. Awesome. I'm not too sure about these weird like dino flippers he has.
Those are like more modern type design.
Yeah, those are modern flippers.
Okay, that's what I was going to say. Maybe I just don't know what modern flippers look like.
He doesn't have 1980 flippers. He's got modern.
He needs 1980 flippers.
Yeah. Little tennis rackets on the bottom of his feet. But he looks good.
Great.
Oh, he looks amazing. He looks amazing. They did a
backpack
great job.
Looks good. Yeah. The drone looks like what a modern, not a drone, but a diving propeller or whatever you want to call that.
That's a modern
underwater Segway.
Yeah, there you go.
He's even got the same kind of like light
Sam's
thing.
Club once.
Do what?
They had them at Sam's Club, little like rocket things that you could do underwater.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
But it was still $300 at Sam's Club. So I was like, okay. That's beyond an impulse buy.
A little bit. Unless it came with wetsuit.
But yeah, he looks great. I really like him. Again, he's in that perfect era of 85 to have his 87 is like my sweet spot for a lot of figures, because that's when I was collecting. Here we get the Grim Trooper or Viper or something.
Yeah, Grim Viper, right?
Grim
supposed
Viper,
to be like another army builder.
Grim Viper. Yeah, so he's in the recap they said he's a deep forest heavy gunner. So that's why he's got darker camouflage. That's why he's got the big huge Gatling gun.
He's going to be trying to shoot Predator out of the jungle.
Yeah. That's a good one.
That's exactly
I see you.
Dude, that sound of that Gatling gun from Predator is one of my favorite like sound effects of all time. Especially when it stops when he stops and it's still spinning.
Still spinning, yeah.
Yeah, I love that shit.
I think I was watching Cinema Sins, and I'm sorry I keep shooting off into side directions, but they were laughing about using that gun because it fires like 6,000 rounds a minute. So how many rounds of ammo was he carrying around with him?
Yeah,
in the jungle. I mean, he would have to have like a truck following him around to fire that thing.
That's what I'm saying, like backpacking it in. Like
exactly.
Definitely not packing light.
He could probably fire it for like 30 seconds and he'd be done. Sorry. Carry on.
Jesse Ventura.
It's all good.
It is Jesse Ventura, so
he can do anything. He was a Navy SEAL, okay?
Was it Jesse? Oh, I thought it was the black guy that was.
No, that was Jesse Ventura.
He picked it up after Jesse got killed.
Okay.
He picked it up and was...
And just
when they
unloaded
that jungle.
That's
just
what I'm doing.
Destroyed that jungle.
They deforested the jungle.
Basically, they're out of it.
Sorry, this is not a Predator podcast. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all good. So we got a mainframe here. I'm very excited about this.
Yeah, no, he's dope. I'm down with that. Like, yeah.
You said that's one of your favorite characters, mainframe?
Yeah, I would say he is probably my favorite character.
Wow.
When you combine, because the cartoon was my media.
Mm-hmm.
You combine that. When I started collecting, I was a huge tech guy. I was just getting into web development and all of that. And then his characterization in the cartoon, like all of that and he's gray and black and, all the things I love. Like, I would say he's my favorite character above all, with Snow Job right behind him. And the hat with the communications is fine. He'll be displayed in his traditional helmeted
Gotta have the helmet
version. Yeah.
And see, that's what I like about the Joes is they're giving you good options where you can, if you want to do something different, you can do the hat or some of the other things, but they're still really, for the most part, doing a good job about giving you that original concept.
Exactly.
The look, the feel, the way it was back in the day.
And the grays are a little off as far as I know. Oh, God,
it was lighter. The old one was lighter, right?
Yeah. So the cartoon one or the retro one, if they ever get to it, will probably be even better. One of my least favorite characters,
Desert Scorpion. Like, get the fuck out of here! Like, you really you went that
sorry,
far?
I don't like sand stuff. But that scorpion is the fucking shit.
Yeah, you
so
gotta. If that scorpion doesn't impress you, then
like we can't get a sneak peek, but you'll do like a '90s desert scorpion. Come on.
That's a good point. We do need a sneak peek first.
Yeah, and sneak peek is awful too. I don't like sneak peek.
Yeah,
it is pretty.
Why don't you just give us a scoop?
Like, your whole job is to be able to see 3 feet higher.
Yeah.
Like, we need to look over there. Who's got a telescope that's 3 feet higher? Get that guy up there.
All right, glamour shots here. Oh, that's kind of a cool look. I like that. The being able to have the scarf on him.
Yeah, this isn't a character I'm overly familiar with, but I think it's a pretty cool design overall. And it comes with a giant scorpion. So how do you not like that? At least the scorpion part.
Easy.
He'll have a number. Don't worry.
Yeah, I know, and I'm buying. I'm like, don't get me wrong. It's not off the table, but yeah.
So we get the G.I. Joe Outpost. Was originally called when it was actually up on a thing?
It was Checkpoint Alpha.
Oh, okay, Checkpoint Alpha.
Yeah.
So
I know what you're talking about. Yeah. What was that called?
I thought it was Checkpoint Alpha, wasn't it?
Checkpoint Alpha was the checkpoint where it had like the 2 spots and it had the gate that said stop and the speed bump. That was Checkpoint Alpha.
Yeah.
But I know the one you're talking about.
The one hide.
The high one and it had the door that the guy could go into.
Yeah. Because which one from your memory, which one do you think it's closer to? This one?
It's not Checkpoint Alpha. It's the other one. It's if you go to 85, it should be 85 place
a year, huh?
Yeah.
85. This is vehicles by year. Is this considered a vehicle? Oh, I guess it is.
Yeah. They would show everything.
What the hell? Why didn't it go to it? Oh, vehicles. I'm at bridge layer. Silver Mirage.
Battle stations.
Transportable tactical battle No, that's the big battle platform there. Bomb disposable. Oh, here we go. Battle stations. Cobra bunker. It wouldn't have been air defense. Yeah, that's that one.
Okay, so then it's 84 probably. Yeah. Because it kind of came out in the same time as like that laser cannon that was standalone and the whirlwind, that big double Gatling gun.
Oh, Watchtower.
Watchtower, yeah. That Watchtower. That's what I'm thinking that is, yeah.
So it's like a combination of both. It's got the like coloring of Checkpoint, But yeah, this is definitely closer to what it looks like. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
See, I love these history fucking things.
But the thing, the Cobra one looks identical to this. Like they just.
I know. Well, and this
Just a
is
repaint.
how they rationalize that, is that both of these are modular. They both work together. So
Right.
you could buy 5 of these outposts and make a big, huge fucking
Like
thing.
base.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So that's kind of interesting. Yeah, the ladders, I don't know where well, maybe they'll show the ladders.
Maybe
Is
if you
this
bought
just
multiples and stacked them.
Yeah, because Emily was like, oh, when we did the Cobra one, I just sat there for hours playing on the floor with making different configurations of them.
Oh yeah, see, they're stacked there.
And then Lenny's like, "Oh, okay, yep, that's what we do. I'm here.
But we get another Steel Brigade and another Deco. What's crazy is, so what are they? So we get the guns. We get guns and a Stinger missile launcher.
Those are
I
cool. The
don't.
guns and the missiles are
Yeah,
kind of neat.
Yeah, I
That
don't
looks like a
see
sneak peek thing
this
there.
in the picture. Yeah, I don't see
Oh, I guess
that
that's the light.
column that it comes on.
no,
It looks like the light on top.
yeah, it's a light on
The
top, but it's
radar.
on a stand.
Yeah, like the little radar tower or a dish. I think
Yeah,
that's
because here they are on the stand too. So that's interesting.
It comes with stands so that you can set up like little.
Just more modularity.
Yeah, but they don't show that in the product breakdown in the renders. You'd think those stands would be in there.
Maybe it's in the box, but yeah,
it.
you think it would be outside. You could see it.
Oh well. Another thing I'm not gonna buy, so it doesn't matter. Like, they're talking about scene building. So was Star Wars talking about scene building. So now you can have a Cobra bunker and a GI Joe outpost. Here's some fun stuff. Name only reveals. Lifeline.
Very cool.
Night Viper. Night Viper was past my time.
With that one. Hit and run, awesome.
Hit and run, I like.
Hit and
run. And they said these pictures do not reflect what the characters are going to look like, but to me,
that's like
Run needs to have his full face camo, right? Isn't that the original?
Yeah, in the picture he has it. Oh yeah.
No, he has the full. Isn't the original Hit and Run all green with black camo?
The figure itself is, it's all green with the black camo.
Yeah, on his face, right? So that's why this throws me off. Like, I don't like that. To me, that's what made Hit and Run amazing, was he just was completely camoed. You could not see any skin. Yeah. Whoa, hey.
Woo.
You better pick that back up there, badass. We don't need to see your bad habits during the show. Oh, you're flashing off your Batman tee.
No, I'm looking. I have a poster behind me that has
the Batman tee is pretty cool, though.
Yeah. Is that all the different Batman insignias?
That's all the movies, yeah.
Oh, all the different movie logos. Nice.
Yeah.
That is that's neat.
I like that.
So you're right. He had a green face with the black paint on him.
Okay. And then Big Lob and Classified, that'll be interesting. And of course,
because has there ever been a Big Lob mainline release?
No, they just did it as like a club exclusive.
The fan club.
Yeah, there was a 3 3/4 O-ring Big Lob from the club, and that's the only representation we have of him.
Good. I'm glad they're doing that one then. He's underrepresented all the way back to the movie.
Especially because he's a movie character.
Yeah.
Like, I know the movie isn't a lot of people's favorite because of Cobra Law and all that shit, but
I love it.
I do too.
I mean, I don't love Cobra Law, but the movie, yeah. Iceberg. Sorry.
You can't have a snowcat without Iceberg. So now we got Frostbite.
Icebot.
Frostbite and Iceberg together. And then this was their spoiler or their hint. So does anybody know what this could possibly be from?
I
Nah.
read that they think it's Galobulus's shoulder piece, or
Okay.
maybe some of his scaling
okay.
on
It
his
definitely
armor.
has that
Yeah.
look to it.
So,
Yeah, the organic, and that's of course the only thing we got left, right? Well, we still need a royal guard, but
yeah,
whatever.
and again, someone said that could be the Royal Guard shield.
But I guess the part that's confusing to me about
Yeah.
that, and I don't disagree with you, that's exactly what it looks like. But so far, the only Cobra Law stuff we've seen or gotten has been Nemesis, Immortal, and that was
Viper,
an exclusive. And now Pythona, and that's going to be
Pythona.
exclusive. But now they're showing this, so is that going to be another exclusive, or are we?
Probably.
But then you're going to have a Cobra Law that's mainline release, and the other ones are exclusives that you can't get anymore.
Because they're doing a
Well,
Mercer.
that's what I'm
so
saying is, yeah, I think if they've done well, and how about this? So they make Globulus next year's exclusive, and then a year after that, they do a mainline 3-pack release. How about that? That would fucking
Okay, that's the
drop the
long game there,
market
man.
on all
2 years
those
from now?
fucking crazy. Yeah, well, that's exactly right.
that would be like a $300 fucking pack.
Well, no, the I think weren't they only like $45, and then you get the exclusive tax because they don't make that many, and they were like $50.
Oh, that.
I can't remember what Immortal
I think
Nemesis
he was under
Enforcer
50. He was like 40 or 45.
Yeah, but that was one
Yeah.
guy. If you do a 3-pack with all of them, like,
Oh no, yeah,
It'd
trust
still be
me, it'd be
$100
$100 3-pack.
plus.
I'm not saying it would be. Yeah. All right, so that was the panel. All right, we're so far on time. I don't think I'm going to do the post-panel booth picks. You can go click through and see those. There's also a classified team interview. Again, I didn't. Let's see. Can it show us how long? Oh, shit! I should have watched it. It's only 8 minutes long, so if you want to go check that out, you can see an 8-minute interview with Lenny and the other dude. Isn't that so sad? So Lenny gets the hate, Emily gets the love, and then nobody knows who the guy in the middle is, right?
It's
Is
other
his
guy.
name Mark?
Other-
Is that Tony? His name's Tony.
Tony. Tony.
So Lenny is a big dude. I wouldn't say he's quite 6 foot. So this black dude is like 6'5", 6'6" over here. This guy is a fucking.
I don't know.
Looks like a giant in there.
Lenny looks big next to Emily because Emily's literally 4 feet tall. So.
No, yeah, no. It goes Lenny, Tony, and then like Emily's like down here.
Yeah, like she's small. She's a little short girl.
But no, I've stood next to Lenny. He's a pretty tall guy. Not just big, he's pretty tall too. But
You met Lenny?
yeah, this is the whole joke is like I had lunch with Lenny because George from Four Horsemen, George Gaspar, like he's been my insider in all of this. Like I've had dinner with the Four Horsemen multiple times. I had lunch with Lenny because he's a good friend of George's.
Okay.
So I just kind of glom onto George like a parasite, and I've met lots of old school toy people.
Like,
and Badass is jealous, and so that's why he
No,
hates Lenny.
I just fucking hate that guy.
I got it.
He is
all right. Let's
bitch ass punk.
Well, see, I unfortunately did the opposite. We did the stuff that we didn't care as much about first, and so now we're running out of time for the stuff we do actually like. But
yeah,
anyways.
I know. Yeah.
6-hour episode.
Let's get into some Masters of the Universe. So
There were some cool things in Masters. Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's fine. Is the booth like right out of the gate showed us more exciting things than they would ever reveal during the con. And
yeah, it was like Thursday night right away. They were showing some really fun stuff.
Yeah. So first we get to see the movie prop for the power sword here. And then they don't, maybe they'll show it later. But they also had the movie prop of the Havoc staff as well. Um, so we're getting another Castle Grayskull, the
Yeah.
ugliest Castle Grayskull you could ever fucking imagine. And
But
I
I want that
don't.
rope, the spacesuit guy.
Yeah. If you didn't get the spacesuit guy from the last PowerCon, like 2016 or something, now you can get the spacesuit guy. You also get the mat that what was his name? Robert Taylor or something like that. The guy that originally designed the Castle Grayskull, him and his wife designed a mat to go underneath it. And you can see it in some of the early Toy Fair photos. So now it's going to come with that mat to put underneath it. But this fucking color scheme, this isn't lighting. Like I know it looks
I
like
know.
it's green because there's green around it.
It's
No,
supposed
this
to look
is
like the comic book. Like it
yeah,
was all green and it just had a little bit of like gray in it.
some gray. Oh my god.
Maybe they'll make adjustments to that because it does. It's an interesting color mashup, but it just looks
Mhm.
off.
And I don't know if this is. I think the robot guy from PowerCon looked not considerably different, but I assuming it's the same mold.
I don't know.
Just
The one from PowerCon looked much slimmer. Like it looked like an actual suit as opposed to an actual guy.
interesting. All right, this is something we can PowerCon 2016 exclusives. Because I never opened mine. Oh, it wasn't 2016. Those were the still classics. Shit. Now I'm just like, no, that was still classics. Maybe 2022.
I
No.
feel like it was
Okay.
like 24 or no 23.
It was called The Mysteries of Grace. Oh, yeah, because it was Origins. It had
Yeah.
to at least be 2020. Mysteries of Grayskull is what it was called. Yeah, it sucks. My duplicate I had of this, I sold online, and that got lost in the fucking mail for the guy.
No.
Yeah, it was covered. Like, I actually made money because they refunded my eBay price. I got all my eBay fees refunded, and I got the shipping refunded. So I actually made more money on it, but I felt awful for the guy. You finally pull the trigger on a really expensive con
Yeah.
exclusive,
And then
and
he
then
gets,
it gets fucking lost in the mail.
yeah, that's bullshit, man.
Secrets of Grayskull? No, maybe that is what it was. Oh yeah, here we go.
Yeah, right there, yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah,
It's pretty much the same mold right there.
same mold, just a different look. And
Yeah.
yeah, not too terribly different look either.
No.
Green hands. I think I still like the one I have better. Oh, the feet are different though. He has I think those are Mosquitor, and they're also shared with the fucking Sketch Series one. Shit, I do not have my phone on me. I'm gonna need to go get that relatively soon here. Okay. Okay. Anyway, so that's settled. So that's cool that people can get that robot guy.
Yeah.
Because the only other
But you have to get a Grayskull to get them. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, this one came with the cool little ghost skull and the tentacle coming out of the grate, but
yeah.
dude, yeah, I just can't. It just looks awful, but I had heard that it was based on the comic. I forgot about that. So now I'm interested to go look at the mini comic and see if I can talk myself into it.
Talk myself. You're getting 3.
This one I'm super excited. Fucking new Scorpion Stingor figure. Based on the packaging, it looks like this is going to be a Mattel Creations exclusive. But yeah, this guy looks amazing. Here are new origins. So not this Moss Man. This is a new Eternia Moss Man, which I'm not a huge fucking fan of. Those new Eternia ones, man, they are really hit or miss. Like they're either like, this is the best version of this toy ever made, or they're like, this looks like garbage.
See, I think it looks cool, but I don't think it looks like Moss Man. It's just such a departure from the original Moss Man. I like it, but I like it just by itself.
Yeah. The mace with like a plant pod that's kind of like a nice touch. I like that. Then we get Origins Drag Store, so closing in on finalizing the originals. Get
that
a
was
look
an
at
Origins? I thought that was a Masterverse.
No, this is the Origins one.
Oh.
And it even comes with a ripcord, so I'm assuming that means it's gonna fucking work.
Yeah, right.
I mean, that wheel is pretty free here. I would love to see it. We get a look at the Thundercats. We've seen all of these. More of the Moss Man. Are these all just out of? Oh yeah, these are completely out of order. Origins Stingor.
Yeah, they're just showing all the names of everybody there.
Jesus. And do they not get more? Okay, I was going to say, do they not get more pictures of the 2000X? So this is what's crazy. Just like right out of the gate, and I'm sure these are probably color masters or painted prototypes, that kind of thing.
Painted bucks.
Yeah, but oh my god, we got the Roboto, which it's not really that close to what he looked like in the cartoon, at least from what I remember, but whatever. I'll take them. Ram Man, Stratos, Moss Man, Prince Adam, Triclops, Skeletor, He-Man, Zodak, Man-at-Arms, Evil Lyn, Clawful, and Beastman. They look freaking amazing.
And these are Origin scale?
Yeah, this is the 2000X Origins line that we've been talking about. So last time we heard that the Beastman is going to be one of the next ones, and King Randor, which it's weird that they're not showing King Randor here, but this is what had me most excited.
They really came out swinging with this because it wasn't just like one or two figures.
Yeah, dude, to just like show probably 3 or 4 waves of these guys.
Yeah. But no trap jaw.
That's good. Yeah, not yet.
Need a trap jaw.
Oh, what the fuck is this? I don't even know what that is. So it's a Keldor, but with the weird zombie head and white body. Maybe that's a shot. Ooh, a fucking what was it? Anti-Eternia He-Man?
Oh yeah.
With a new adventure sword. That's kind of interesting. 2000X style other power sword. Huh.
Mosquitor?
Yeah, that's got to be new Eternia.
Yeah. They saw
Those eyes are weird. Oh, that's definitely new Eternia fucking Mantenna.
Oh, Mantenna, yeah.
And then Cobra Khan, we've seen that.
And Dragstore.
Oh, yeah. So this is the new Eternia Dragstore.
Because that's the one I saw, was the one where he had the hands as wheels and stuff.
That's wheels.
Yeah.
And then I guess a Despera, new Eternia Despera. Or new Etheria. They actually revealed that with the Hordak one after the last show. And I don't know if this is the movie logo, but they did officially announce the name of the new Masters of the Universe movie, and it's called
He-Man?
Masters of the Universe.
Weird.
No colon this, no, nothing. It's just called Masters of the Universe. Uh, uh, Brink says the 2000X look bigger than Origins. I don't know. I mean, they look, again, the Origins proportions were kind of weird because um, Four Horsemen had a hand in doing the character design because they're going to do the figures for it. But let's see, we can take a look here. Took another group shot. I don't know. Those joints look, wow. What's nice is they have looks like more articulation in their elbows. Those disc joints are a little bit bigger. These guys are going to be bigger, obviously. The fucking
those two for
Ram
sure.
Man.
Clawful
And these might be a deluxe too. I don't know what they're going to do at that price line because the Beast Man and Clawful, and then these two look much bigger than the other ones. All right. New Grayskull. What is this is, so 125. The original Grayskull was 80.
Yeah, that was at Walmart.
So, and it came with a figure too. So you're basically paying, besides tariffs, and it's been 5 years since the last one, you're paying an extra $45 for that mat.
Yeah.
Down there. And a horrible paint scheme.
The worst.
It's already on Amazon. Wow.
Dude, yeah, you can pre-order it. Not coming out to January 10th. Here.
I've yet to see it on Canadian Amazon. I haven't seen it on Amazon.ca.
Oh, interesting.
You guys get everything first, so.
Well, on those Hot Wheels Transformers, if you actually wanted those, I guess they're like $3 or $4 cheaper on Amazon Canada than it is on ours. So we saw the sword. Oh, and here's the Havoc staff that they're showing. It's a very, very true to form on the Havoc staff. This is kind of interesting, the like ball going into the spine of the ram, but so there's a couple looks at the booth props. Mondo booth picks. So I think the big one there was the She-Ra Swiftwind 2-pack. I just sold my Swiftwind last week. I got it sold the day I posted it for $200 for the classics Swiftwind.
Wow.
I was like, good Lord. And it was super nice. And whether it's true or not, again, he wasn't asking for anything, but the guy's like, can you just make sure you can pack it well? It's for my daughter. It's one of her dream figures, that kind of thing. I don't know if that's just a ploy to get me to pack it well when all of my feedback says my packaging is like immaculate, but Lukey, I don't even know what that is. Is that baby Swiftwind or something? Oh no, this is Cowl, and then an evil Cowl. I don't remember. I don't remember the She-Ra cartoon. Oh, and the She-Ra that's going to come with it is a bubble power She-Ra. That's interesting. But yeah, that Swift one looks amazing. Ooh, angry She-Ra. So that's kind of cool. I don't think. Oh, and then 2000X 6-inch figures. Dude, that Clawful looks crazy. The detail on him is amazing. I do like their take on, I haven't been a huge fan of a lot of their takes on the 12-inch line. but I do like their take on this 2000X stuff. Duncan, and He-Man in full painted glory. All right. None of us are getting this shit, right?
No,
So,
I'm just
$100 6-inch figures.
Yeah. I'm just sticking with Origins.
That base is dope with all the little creatures and shit. It looks amazing. Maybe if he was a focus character. Lots of other stuff that we just don't have time to look at, unfortunately. Mondo panel. I think the only big thing here, oh god, and this is why I hate Toei News Eye, was the 2000X Merman. And it looks like we'll be getting heads to do like the vintage cartoon Merman too. Oh shit, they're doing fucking 1/6 scale. Yeah. Jesus, 1/6 scale for gargoyles would be huge. Because they were considerably bigger than humans in the oh shit.
Ren and Stimpy.
Is that just a name reveal? It is. Oh my god. All right. I might be buying my second Mondo collectible. Oh, and then the Jason universe as well.
Hopefully they do log.
I don't remember what I think I got it from my loyal subjects, Ren. It came with log.
Oh, did it?
And I was like, yeah, I got a log. I don't have a log like you think I said I have a log, you know.
It's a little nipply.
Mondo, King of the Hill. That's pretty fucking dope.
That is pretty cool. What was the scale on those? Was that 1/6 as well?
I don't know.
It doesn't say.
It doesn't say.
If those are 1/12, I'd be interested.
You big King of the Hill fan, being from Texas?
Well, that's not the only reason. I thought it was a funny show. I liked it.
No, I agree. I loved King of the Hill. I don't know what this is. Is that the imaginary Adventure Time or something? Like some of the secondary characters from Adventure Time?
Oh. Maybe. It kind of has the look to it.
It says right here. The guy's phone's just in the way of
blocking it, yeah.
Could you imagine being that guy? He's live streaming and you're like, I can't get high enough to take the picture over it. All right. All right. The creations panel, and this is what I thought was fucking hilarious, is they actually didn't have a room to do their panel in. They did it in their booth. And people just came around and stood around their booth while they did a quote panel.
Are you funding this?
Oh, the snake layer? Fuck no.
Yeah.
Dude, so they're showing off stuff. So what we're seeing back here is an Origins 2-pack with Swiftwind and She-Ra, which is amazing. I think I might have to get that. It's just goofy enough. How about you guys? Do you draw the line? Are you doing any of the She-Ra stuff besides?
I got the one Origins, and I'm good.
And that's it.
Yeah, I'm good outside of that.
Yeah,
the Origins more the vintage style or the
the vintage style.
The vintage style one.
Yeah.
Sorry, Condor. What about you?
Pretty much the same thing. I've got the vintage style one.
Yeah, I just got her for $5 on clearance because I wasn't gonna get her, and then I'm like, all right, for $5 fucking bucks, I'm gonna get her.
You have to at that price.
Let's see. He says, and you get a figure with the castle. But you got a figure with the last castle too. You got the white sorceress, or mini comic sorceress, I think they called her. But so yeah, this looks pretty cool. The pack. So she's gonna be it looks like she's going to be in the pack, all posed out like that. So I assume this has got to be some kind of exclusive line. Yeah, we've seen all the. Oh wait,
those variants.
what? Yeah, I'm like, what is that? That's
Yeah,
not
that's new.
what.
It
Yeah,
looks new.
that's interesting.
Same with that one. That's at least
Yeah.
a color.
They just
Yeah,
changed they just changed the color of them.
Oh,
exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so not much to see there, but yeah, let's fucking. Oh, this is wave 3. They are variants. A new Lion-O and a new Panthro. Well, shit. Now, all right. Well, let's go back and look at that. I'm like, now do I buy the wave 2 Panthro or wait for the wave 3 Panthro? So the base figure looks. Oh, this is
That's
that one.
That's the current one on the left and the new one on the
Okay.
right.
Yeah, so this one you won't be able to transform into a classic Panthro. This one is just going to be some crazy fucking
armored up Panthro.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
so it's almost like the first wave was just like a sneaky way of making Thundercats figures. And
exactly.
This more current wave is like actual, like, no, okay, now we're going to do something different.
Yeah.
That's how it feels.
That's a good way to look at it. I think you're exactly right. Okay, so let's get into this stupid. Okay, we had more Motu crossover. We talked about that. Oh, I guess we have one more sketch series.
Spikor. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I kind of miss his crazy color, but I know the sketch is kind of this tans and browns. I love that he has a fucking tail and big old hoops, it looks like.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I am going to put the snake layer up. I'm going to let you guys talk about it. I've got to go get my phone to make sure that I'm not missing my wife's call because Mrs. McFavorite will get very, very grumpy. Let's see if we can get a shot with everything in it. All right. Look, Condor, your thoughts on this $300 piece of plastic?
I am just not enough of a Masters of the Universe fan to spend $300 on this. This is the snake layer, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's like, and I don't know, just honestly, just looking at it, it's really not doing a whole lot for me.
No, it's not great. It's kind of terrible. Like the original one that they had, it had another 2 pieces on each side. Like it snapped into this giant play set.
Yeah.
So they basically just lopped it in half, and now they're selling it for $300.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the same price, right?
Yeah, for the same price. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm just not seeing.
It looks terrible. Like it really does. It looks like one of those 80s like Mexican knockoffs or something. Like this is Snake Mountain.
Well, and I guess
go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say, and I could be wrong about this, but I thought that I read somewhere that it's actually based on an 80s concept or maybe an 80s mini comic or something like that.
And that's what Snake Mountain was supposed to look like?
No, like that it was going to be a Snake Men thing.
Oh.
But I don't know.
Both of the pics, because there is the accessories on the inside and stuff as well, right?
What about all those figures? Does it come with all those figures, or is that just a bunch of random?
There's different, not all of them. There's figures that are unlocked. Let's read this. Maybe this. Oh yeah, see it. Here we go. Winner of Eternia's Choice fan vote, the snake layer is here and better than ever with an updated design and sculpt. The snake layer is home base for Snake Men and was first featured in the classic mini comic number 5, He-Man versus Skeletor, their final battle, but never created in toy form. Now you have the chance to bring it to life. It features a throne room for Lady Slither with serpentine design exactly to her liking. Unwelcome visitors will be greeted with blasters, snatched up and captured devices, and you have a typo, and placed into the Iron Maiden or Snake shackles. Dimensions 28 inches by 16 by 29.
Yeah, it's not
So
good
that
for
would
them to
be
Snake
the
Mountain.
outer.
Yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
Snake Mountain unfolded, basically.
Scaled for play and display with Masters of the Universe Origins figures, also in scale with previously released Gray Skull and Snake Mountain.
Yeah. Yeah.
4 levels across 2 sections, sculpted with slithery details throughout. Use the snake staff to unlock the working drawbridge from the throne room. Lady Slither can plan her next evil moves. Telescoping snake head turret pivots and fires a projectile to defend from anyone who dare to enter. Harpoon blaster can be positioned throughout the layer as an adaptable topside defense weapon. Includes weapons rack for snake men to defend the fortress. Features working elevator, extending snake headpiece periscope, and zip line. Also includes ladder, capture devices, and Iron Maiden. That's kind of cool. Escape the snake-guarded hatchery through the secret passage. Premium reinforced closed boss packaging for shipping protection. Closed box. Wow.
It's going to be closed
Did
box.
no one
Yeah.
fucking read this fucking AI-generated bullshit? Each tier unlock comes with its own individual package for display. That's kind of cool that you could sell off the tiers if you just wanted that.
But they're not reinventing the wheel with that either. So I mean,
no, I know. Yeah, I mean the HasLabs have all been that way. Minimum of 6,000 backers are needed to start making this set come to life. Additional backers, we can complete the story of how the snake layer traveled through time and Lady Slither once again rose to wreak havoc in Eternia. 6,000 comes with Lady Slither. 8,000 you get Priest Pythonus. 10,000 you get Priest Pythonus and Chimera, which is Lady Slither's steed. Early bird bonus: fans who back before August 14 will receive the newly sculpted skeletal Lady Slither figure, which comes with both legs and a new tail sculpt. So if you have her old tail. Oh, so you don't even get it unless you back early. That's what fucked me up with the Eternia. Once I missed the early bird figure, I was like, well, now I don't want it. Because now it's not.
You missed out on Gray Skull, right? That the Gray Skull figure.
Yeah, exactly.
And someone's going to have to explain to me one day the point of early bird stuff. Like
it's to get that big boost in the beginning. That's basically what it is.
To get your FOMO fucking all worked up. All right, so we get the frontier. We see this harpoon. All right, we got 4 layers. Oh, I see. They consider this a 3rd and a 4th layer.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Oh. So if you have a roof on your house, that's an extra story.
Yeah, exactly.
I never knew I had a 3-story house.
Yeah.
Shit. All right, there's it closed up. Right,
it's not a terrible looking set, but definitely not for like 300 plus.
Yeah, that's what I'm fucking saying.
Yeah.
Priest Pythonus. What I do love about her steed is it looks like those old like plastic dinosaur looking things that had like 2 dragon heads.
Yeah, the Galaxy Warriors rode. Yeah.
Was that what it was?
Yeah.
Galaxy Warriors. Okay.
Galaxy Warriors.
I have one and I already forgot what the name was. And they would come with saddles and shit.
Yeah, and they would drop your Galaxy Warriors window. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
So I like that it looks like that. But yeah, I mean the steed is really cool. But
the steed is cool.
I know. I am digging the Iron Maiden, to be honest with you. So
yeah, I want to see the inside of the Iron Maiden. See, oh, there's
nice.
Little snake man. Throne is looking good. I like the snake.
The stocks are fun.
Yeah, the stock is kind of
sticks somebody in there. There it is.
That's not an Iron Maiden.
No.
Where's all the spikes?
It's just a capsule.
Yeah.
Where's all the leather?
Yeah, get in the capsule.
It's the fucking, what do you call those that like
Sarcophagus.
Well, sarcophagus is a better word for it, but the hot box that Southern jails have that they stick you in. I don't know what this person's screaming about it. But
he's screaming because someone took all the spikes from the inside of his Iron Maiden.
Yeah, like I say, this for $125.
All right, that drop jaw with the chains is kind of fucking cool. Go back to it. Yeah.
The drawbridge.
Drawbridge with
drawbridge,
the chains.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does look good. I like that. Yeah, I mean,
there's some cool stuff in there. It's not completely
The
garbage.
original one that they did though was ridiculous. So this is a step up from that.
Yeah, even though it's smaller, it's it's more in line. Yeah. Well,
all right.
I'm sure some YouTube reviewer that we follow will definitely be getting it, so we can live vicariously through them. But yeah, not for $300. Dude, you could throw in if you threw in 4 more figures that I could scalp, I could maybe get
I already got to buy a Castle Grayskull that I have for fucking robot dude. So
all right.
You just need to put a number on the side and say it's part of G.I. Joe.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here with that shit.
I do.
Mattel will start doing it. They'll start numbering all their shit. Like, we need to get on that practice.
I do like the skeletal tail. I didn't realize when they said a new tail sculpt, they meant it looks like a skeleton. It's kind of dope. And I like all of this except for the price point. Same thing with the Republic gunship, right? Like that Republic gunship looks amazing. The Jedis they're making do need refreshes, and they're some of my favorite Jedis, but not for these fucking prices. I'm getting old, man. I'm getting old. Like, I don't go out to eat anymore hardly ever because everything's too expensive when you go out to eat.
But I'll eat my Little Caesars mini
Caesars
cups.
Yeah,
my $1 cheese cupcakes.
That steed is cool though. Every time I look at that, I'm like, damn, look at that.
I like the snake head sculpt.
The snake heads are awesome. Yeah.
Dude, and what I don't get is how are they this far? Maybe this is like a really high quality 3D print or something, but like, how are you this far when you don't know if this is going to make it? And it's probably not. Why don't we look at this? Is it available yet?
No,
it kicks off August 1st.
Yeah, it doesn't even kick off yet.
All they have is a countdown going on
days.
Right now.
Yeah, that's woo. All right. We already saw the packaging and the pictures. Okay, well, we at least got through the 4 biggest ones. I mean, we got about 10 minutes. How about we, first out of the 4 biggest, out of the 4 franchises that we actually quote report on, what was your favorite thing, Condor?
Honestly, I think as much as I love some of the fun Transformers, like we talked about the new sculpt on the Seeker, I always loved G.I. Joe, but honestly, the one where I was just like, whoa, was the Masters of the Universe 2000X, the ones we just looked at a little while ago. Those I looked at and was like, oh, wow, that's cool. That's something new that I haven't seen in a while.
And are you a big 2000X fan?
Now that's the funny thing. I'm not even that much of like a huge Masters of the Universe fan in general, even 2000X, but just the aesthetic on it. I like them. They're cool. They're very cool. And I'm excited to see what those look like once they actually get released.
If you've never watched the cartoon, I love the original cartoon. I loved Evolution or Revelation and Evolution.
Yeah.
2000X is my favorite, man.
I watched some of it.
Such a good, it is such a good story line and everything, and how they modernized it. But All right, badass. Your favorite thing from the 4 franchises.
I have 2 favorite things.
No, it's
The,
fine.
the next wave they announced for Mask, which is the Hurricane and the Jackhammer.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And all the G.I. Joe stuff. I'm in. So.
Yeah. Any
All
G.I.
of it,
Joe.
including the neon green cobra headed.
And the Cobra head sold it to me. I already said that. Cobra head. As soon as I saw that picture with the Cobra head on, I was like, all right, I'm getting that.
You're like, done.
Done.
My favorite
Sold.
G.I. Joe of all time, right?
Of all time. I'm shutting down for G.I. Joe on that one. Yeah, I know. G.I. Joe and the mask reveal was pretty cool. I was shocked when I saw the Transformer He-Man thing. I was like, really? Like, you guys, you went deep on that one. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, and I always like to come up with something different, but I'm such a 2000X fan, and
yeah, I figured
those are just like fucking those are just like those are buy 2, buy 1 for the package and buy 1 to open of all of them, in my opinion.
I figured you'd do that.
Yeah. All
Do you
right.
have any of the Marvel Legends stuff real quick?
Yeah, I've got links. That's what I was gonna say is next. Let me see if there's anything. So AAA, speaking of the Marvel Legends, AAA is asking if you're going to get the Mephisto.
Yes. Hell yes.
So that's a made to order. It's not a crowdfunded, right? It sounds like just whoever pre-orders it will get it. It's not like they have to meet a certain number. And
I think it's like, and I just drew a blank on it, Dragon Man from last year.
Yeah.
That window, whoever orders it, and then that's what they're making.
And they mentioned it like, you don't want to miss out like the people did on Dragon Man. Is that like a crazy... Are people being grumpy about that?
I haven't heard anything about people being upset about that, but it also hasn't come out yet. So
yeah,
and I haven't done any research to see if there's already people pre-selling it on eBay for $500 or something like that. Wouldn't surprise me.
You're showing off your classified vehicles, your Rattler, you son of a bitch.
Somebody wants to do what we got.
No, I don't have time. I actually got to take off pretty quick here. So,
all right. Well, we got 4 more minutes, and then you guys are all good. All right. So we wanted to talk about Marvel Legends real quick, then badass, because me and Condor can stay on and do a little bit deep dive on Marvel Legends. So you were saying the mask. Let me see. I think I have links to that.
Oh, and the Mezco Batman stuff too. Yeah, I forgot about that.
The Mezco Batman 89 Series 2 looked really good.
They haven't even released the first one yet.
Panel. I know. So it looks like this is just going to be box art, right? Did they show anything more?
And then they showed like the new...
God, and then an ugly again
Thunderhawk.
Final Faction Elite Series. That's what this looks like, that they're repainting their shit. Okay,
I'm always a little wary when they start doing repaints like so soon.
Yeah.
I think they're worried about the sales on this, so they're trying to like grab anything they can on it.
Yeah, and hey, if it works, if it keeps the line going, great. But I'm just not big on repaints. But
I'm jacked for the Hurricane. It's one of my favorite vehicles. The Hurricane.
Yeah, that's cool.
and to me, the Jackhammer is something I've never had, so I'm excited about that. The Hurricane is my favorite vehicle from Mask, period. The Rhino gets a lot of play in the cartoon, so I like it a lot because it's seen more often.
Yeah.
But the Hurricane is my favorite toy from Mask, so I'll probably get both of those. All right. Well, if you're not interested, anything else badass before you go that you wanted to talk about here, at least
Mezco Batman 89 series.
You want to look at those?
I don't think I saw anything at all on these, so this is going to be.
It looks awesome.
Oh man,
the Joker doing like the boombox.
Yeah, the
5-inch
boombox. Yeah.
4-inch, like Star Wars, 5 points of articulation.
Yeah. That Joker with the flame lighter.
And is this all you've seen of it? I couldn't find any more photos.
That's all I've seen of that. And then I saw McFarlane's reveal where they had the penguin and the duck mobile.
Yeah, the full size duck.
And then they're doing like Maxwell, they're doing Catwoman, they're doing Penguin, and Batman Returns. Like, oh.
Yeah, if I had the space, that duck would be mine because it's also Penguin in his pajamas.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's like
his
dirty, mangled jammies.
That was disturbing to me when I was a kid. I was like, ew, gross.
Yeah.
All right, we'll let you go, badass, and we'll do Marvel Legends real quick.
All right,
and let
peace out,
everybody
guys. Comic-Con was awesome.
Hell yeah. All right, let's look at some Marvel stuff because I can chime in a little bit with at least with the 97 stuff.
Yeah, so with Marvel Legends, there were several things that they did. One, obviously doing another. Well, there you go.
So I was going to ask. So this is one thing that doing the recap because again, I don't normally watch the like fan streams for Marvel or anything.
Mm-hmm.
I just do the news afterwards. So these are these comic, right? Because they were talking about a comic series, and then 97. Is this a comic one or is this cartoon?
Well, I'd have to go back and see what they said because there's so much overlap there because the look that they're showing there is very much from like the Dark Phoenix saga when they that whole thing. But then they recreated parts of that in the TV show or the cartoon, X-Men 97. So it could be. I don't know what their intent was, but yeah, like that look right there. That's right off the cover of. I don't remember which issue of X-Men, but when
one of the issues, because I was going to say, because this is Jean Grey, right?
Yeah, so that's like
the Phoenix, or
and so what happened is like they've had the figures before, and they've had some variation of that outfit, but during the Dark Phoenix saga, when she had like the red outfit, and she was going essentially evil, but then when they. Not to get too far off on track on the story, but at one point she reverted back to that outfit, and her and Cyclops are running off trying to escape to the moon, and then end up fighting the Shi'ar, and so it's very much in that classic vein from that storyline.
This is one of my favorite things right here.
Yeah, the whole like shooting down to prevent.
Yeah, to stop himself from fucking falling.
Yeah. And so it does say X-Men 97.
So they're considering this the 97. Okay.
You could very easily use that if you wanted that to be those characters, comic. Not necessarily from the cartoon. I think it would pass very easily. And then same thing with the White Queen here. Yeah, it does have a little bit of that stylization, like it's from the cartoon, but you could slide it into your display and just say, "Hey, this is Emma Frost."
Pretty close.
Yeah.
This one I thought was interesting. I was just like, okay, this is such a fucking deep cut that I'm like, dude, and the articulation on him is amazing. So
what I heard was that's the same figures that they used, or the same sculpt design, whatever that they used for their NBA figures that came out a few years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, where they had like one series, 4 or 5 players, like actual players, but I don't think they sold very well. They were all at Ollie's or whatever.
Didn't.
But I heard
I don't think I ever
same.
Opened mine because they never made a player that I liked.
Yeah.
But when they hit Ross and they were like $7, I bought one, but I don't think I ever opened.
Yeah, I never had hands on one, so I just heard somebody say that, but this is the sort of thing that I love, is because I don't know if you're saying deep cut. Were you reading X-Men at that time?
No, like I said, never read the comic.
Oh yeah, I had those.
Everything, G.I. Joe, Transformers, everything is the cartoon. Like, TV is my media for all toys and collectibles, essentially.
Yeah. But then the same thing. So that was like the Jim Lee X-Men early 90s issue, like 6 or 7, somewhere in there. And I think they recreated that in the cartoon as well. So again, you can kind of cross utilize in your collection. and say, if you like the cartoon, then it's from the cartoon. If you're a comic book guy, then hey, it's just from the comic book. So, but talk about a deep cut. That is a very, very specific cut.
Especially for this is going to be a $50 pack. Like,
yeah.
So are you getting that? I guess as I say, who the hell would get this? Are you going to be getting that?
I don't know. That might be one where I wait and see if it goes on, see if we get it to discount. Cause I could see that being a set that sits around for a while. I don't know how popular that's going to be.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know any like 7 or 8 year old that's going to be like, yeah, that's the toy I want right now.
Exactly. I need this cool character who's just wearing a pair of gym shorts and a do-rag or a skull cap or whatever he has on.
New Jubilee.
And these are all from X-Men 97. Cool. So.
And I don't know how versed you are with it. Have you watched X-Men 97? I assume
I did. Yeah, I got through. Okay. I watched it. Yeah.
So this is a outfit that appears exclusively in that cartoon and was not present in the original X-Men show. This just doesn't look familiar to me. And I know Jubilee had a certain costume for the majority of the original cartoon. I just didn't know if this was something she did later on and they carried it over into 97 or what.
I can't say for sure because I didn't realize at the time how many years the original cartoon went on, because it was on for like 7 seasons or something like that.
My assumption is I thought it started in 92. So I thought by saying this is 97, that it went for 4 seasons, but I don't. Again, I'm not the one to ask about it. And if I'm getting too deep in my questions, you can just say, most normal people don't know these answers either.
Yeah, I don't know for sure the answer. I do know that in the comic book, she had a costume very similar to that, if not exactly the same, but really similar to it. And there was a Marvel Legends, and I don't know if it was an exclusive or something, but in that same costume that was released, because I know I ended up buying one that I don't know if it was a knockoff or if it might have been a Build-A-Figure, but that costume has been released before. And so, when she wore it in the new cartoon, just an excuse to release it again. Yeah, and I'm not as familiar with this one, but I think that's
this weird, it's anti-venom. And this is the weird Magic the Gathering crossover. So you're getting an anti-venom that is very similar to like the Punisher venom or whatever. That's what I called it.
Yeah.
That has the tentacles with all the guns. And you get this magic card with it. And then, so there you go. There's the crossover packaging. And then they made
Go ahead.
I was going to say they made a big deal about that. This is the first battle damage heater they've ever done. So that's kind of cool. But again, it's this Magic the Gathering. Oh, that's dope. I can get into that post. It's this Magic the Gathering crossover. So that's what it's actually going to look like in package.
If they do stuff like that, that's fun. I mean, it gives that crossover appeal. So maybe Magic fan looks at this, and maybe a comic fan looks at Magic the Gathering. Just gives it more crossover. Because to me, as long as the figure is cool, or accurate or interesting, then I don't really care that much about Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, I was going to say, so you'll be able to open this and then flip the Magic card. Right.
I was going to put it in the spokes of my bicycle, but that's a good idea too. Yeah. I don't sell stuff as much, but
pins anymore. Can you buy clothespins?
Sure. Somewhere probably. Yeah. But if they're collectible, sell it off. Cause I'm not really a Magic fan. So
here we go. We've got some more input on X-Men 97. What Casey that says essentially a remix speed run of about 20 years of comics.
That's a good way of putting it, because pretty much everything, at least to my knowledge, everything that happened in X-Men 97 and really all of the cartoons were really just retellings of stories that had been in 30 to now 60 years of comic books.
Of comics.
So, so obviously they changed little things here and there, and there were some designs that were different, but a lot of the main beats of the story were exactly the same.
Yeah. Strictly 97. I think he's referring to the Jubilee. Let's see. AAA says, I guess it's good for those who play the Magic card game. That card might be powerful to use in their table card game.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if that would annoy like Magic the Gathering purists. Like, really? You can just buy this powerful card, because it comes with an action figure.
They have to buy it from me.
We've got a troll. Old guys playing with toys, kind of creepy. All right, JD, you're on the wrong podcast, buddy. Sorry.
I never said I played with them. I just
I guess the guy that just signed off, JD, all he does is buy them and keep them in the box. So he's not playing with them.
Yeah,
he's playing the long game. All right, let's go through these real quick. Another Magic the Gathering. This guy.
Yeah, and that's supposed to be human werewolf.
Yeah, human.
Yeah, so
Colonel
it's
John
J. Jonah Jameson's son, and he was
interesting.
Werewolf, not Werewolf by Night, but a different werewolf. So not a super. No, I mean obviously way less notable than Spider-Man, but in that same universe. So kind of a fun design, but I don't see that selling real well unless the card gives whoever a lot of power or whatever.
All right, AAA definitely wants this comment out there. He says, Condor, Mephisto will be 7.5 inches tall, like to the tip of his horns, and that would be taller than Thanos, which is a bit out of scale with each other. Do you feel that?
Well, that's always the trick with some of that stuff, is sometimes Thanos is like 6 feet tall and sometimes he's 10 feet tall, depending on who's drawing him. But Mephisto, he changes size. He's essentially the devil in the Marvel universe, so he can do whatever he wants. He wants to be taller. There's nothing wrong with that. It's within continuity.
So this is finally the Iron Spider I wanted, with all of the iron tentacles and shit, and then it's Mary Jane.
But it's not.
Oh, is that not Mary Jane? Is that
no.
different?
No, I was just saying, but it's not Spider-Man.
Yeah, exactly.
So could you get those tentacles and put it on the other version of Iron Spider that was released, maybe?
I don't know, dude, because I didn't want the movie one. I didn't like the movie version of Iron Spider.
Yeah.
I like the red and gold, but
I think they did a version in a red and gold Iron Spider at some point.
Did they? I may have missed it. Or if it was with a multi-pack, I probably wouldn't have done it to pay for the secondary figure.
I'd have to go back and look, but it's been a couple of years. And then here's the X-Men 97 figures, and these are pretty cool.
The Cable.
Definitely within, like they said, stylistically. But I know a lot of people are looking forward to the Cable.
Sorry, just making sure the wife's not calling me. And then
you said
Logan,
you got this one? Or ordered it? Did you say you ordered this one?
No, I have the 97 Wolverine. I don't like Logan as
I gotcha.
Is the brooding guy all depressed because his life's been so horrible. I like a guy in a big yellow and blue costume.
Yeah.
With big snicks.
Gotcha.
But that one's dope, because I do remember him
in that outfit.
I do remember that from the original cartoon, right? He goes off onto his own and to the Alaskan or somewhere
Canadian wilderness, right? Probably. Could be Alaska wilderness.
Too. But
yeah.
All right. Yeah. And then here we're in the Mephisto. And Mephisto is absolutely amazing. His throne is absolutely amazing. The front and the back of it, which normally when you do a throne, the back is like an afterthought. But
Yeah. But yeah, that's like almost its own piece right there.
yeah, oh my God, dude. Put a put a Mythic Legion up on that, and I'll be a happy camper.
No, I'm super
Uh,
excited about that one because if you remember when they did the Hell Charger HasLab, it didn't fund, but
mhm.
that was one of the unlocks in there, and it was like, wow, that's if you're ranking all-time villains in the Marvel universe, you'd have to put him in there as one of them. So it was
Nice.
disappointing that didn't get made. So it's nice that they've come back around to it and said, hey, we're gonna, because I think that was the argument or to why they maybe didn't do more of a mainline releases, because you don't want to release a version of Satan as an action figure.
Yeah, exactly.
And so yeah, just do it
And
as an exclusive.
what I liked in the recap that I watched, the Marvel one's only like 15 minutes. The G.I. Joe, Star Wars, those are all 30 minutes. But
Yeah.
they said they took everybody's input from the Ghost Rider HasLab failure and improved this one to be what they feel the fans want. So
I'd say they nailed it. Just based on what I'm seeing there, that's exactly what I would want. And
yeah,
then the throne and the sword and the cape, and it's just yes, yes, yes.
yeah, to me, this is the most brilliant thing you could ever do. I don't know what soft goods would cost in pack outs when you're considering costs,
Right.
but to have an amazing sculpted loincloth and cape like he has here, and then to have a throne where you can put the soft goods on him and then have him sit in the throne, that to me is one of the most brilliant decisions I've ever seen. You know,
Absolutely. Yeah, because you don't mess up, you're not trying to bend and force the plastic version in there. You get the best
yeah,
of both worlds.
exactly.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And obviously the imagery, the photography they've done there is great. And is that's not a render, right? That looks like
No, as far
it's
as I
real.
know, this is live photography.
Yeah,
That's
that's all.
if it's made to order, like they've got to have everything like worked out. Usually made to order is like within 9 months, which 3 months is on a boat.
Right.
You're gonna get your shit. We get Morph here. He was my least favorite character in all of the cartoons.
Yeah, it wasn't my favorite
Maybe
character in the original for sure. I mean,
I
they did some fun stuff with him. I give him that in the X-Men 97. They did some fun stuff with him where he was constantly changing into other characters. So even
mm,
though someone like Colossus wasn't showing up, you got to see him, and he was,
because Morph would
yeah,
morph
Morph would
in.
turn into him. So at least that was kind of fun. But
I need to watch that. I watched the first episode of it, and then I was like, fuck, I need to go back and watch the original cartoon. But that's, what is
yeah,
that, like fucking 39 hours of TV or something like that, at
yeah, I went on
least?
YouTube and found a recap where it just ran through however many seasons it was, and that's when I was like, "Holy shit!" There was a lot more cartoon than I realized. I mean, by that point, I was in like going into high school and stuff, so I wasn't watching as many cartoons. So I was
Yeah,
like, man, I
that's
missed a
same
lot.
with me.
Yeah,
Same with me as it was my hangover Saturday morning thing that I watched. All right, hotspot. Anything else here so we don't have to go through all of
no, no, you don't have to hit all of them. I'd say
that?
the two big ones that if you just keep skimming through that come up for me. I mean, those are there's repacks, figures they've seen before.
Yeah,
They look like good versions or new good updates. No major comments. I think the thing to me, those are fun.
the role play helmet.
Yeah. Okay. That guy, whoever JD, he was making fun of us. He can make fun of me if I put that on and wear that. I might do it, but you can still make fun of me. Um, Now the figures that are coming up or that should be coming up that really struck a chord. I guess it came back around. They did. Maybe it's in the. You don't have to go find it. It's not a big deal. But a
No,
big
I
part
know
of
what you're talking about. The World War II Wolverine.
that was one of them, World War II Wolverine, and then they're finally getting Rachel Summers for the Excalibur version from the early 90s and
Oh
80s and
yeah,
90s.
the comic one. That's originally where my comic question came in, because they're like, these are our comic series. They literally called it the comic series and had a bunch of.
Yeah, those are actually much more accurate from the comics. Yeah, so
Okay.
Rachel Summers and then Farrell from X-Force.
Yeah,
So
and the Feral I actually recognized, and I don't know if that's just from other Marvel toys or something or what, but
probably, yeah, it was like the
yeah.
early 90s X-Force. So if you were reading any of the X books around that time, or if you were getting any of the toys at the time, Toy Biz, they were making, there's a bunch of those. So to me, I thought it was cool because there's, obviously a big part of collecting is filling out collections, that you want to get all of a certain group or a team, and you're finally filling out two of the teams that have kind of just been sitting there missing characters. So I really appreciate that they finally got around and said, yes, we're going to make these characters and get them done. So
Yeah.
getting those two.
Yeah, that's
cool.
got to be important. Like I say, any media that you do out there, like you want to see it complete, or you want your favorite character or something like that. So that is kind of dope that they're, not just playing up TV media or blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, they're hitting, like you said, they're hitting multiple. They've got stuff from the movies. They got stuff from X-Men 97. They have stuff that's just like, hey, if you're reading comic books 30 years ago, here, we're giving you what you want. So, yeah.
Last thought for AAA, just because he's a past host, I feel very obliged to answer his question. So what's your take on the World War II Wolverine? Because I thought it was really interesting that I was like, how is he a World War II Wolverine and still has claws? But I guess in the comic it's taped on claws.
Yeah, I
so
think
they're
that's
like
one of those.
ninja claws or something like that. But
yeah, I'm not familiar with that specific version. I guess I didn't read that comic book where he, taped on or whatever he taped on claws, because I know at some point they changed it to where he always had claws, but whatever. I love his idea about mixing them in with your G.I. Joe characters, because he's already all armied up. So yeah, just throw him in the vamp and him and Clutch can drive around and he can claw up some Cobra as he drives by. I love it. That's a great idea.
I thought it looked really cool. Again, not enough for me to spend $25, or even more so, not enough for me to make space for him in displays. But well, all right. Well, holy shit. That was a motherfucking Comic-Con.
That was a marathon that
sure. I may just copy and paste some of the show notes of the other stuff, because there was lots of cool stuff. Not Power Rangers. It's like an Atom Power from Nacelle. So that's one of my favorite. Power Lords, that's what it's called.
Oh yeah, Power Lords.
Yeah. So Nacelle has that license now. What was some of the other?
Oh, see, I'm even thinking that there was another Marvel Legends we didn't even hit. There was it made me think of you. It's Crystar's Enemy.
The Warbow, yeah.
I thought you were going to call it Warbow.
Because I don't know how to pronounce my syllables correctly.
I thought you were just
taking it back, right?
Crystar.
Yeah. So yes, and the official Marvel people called it Crystar. So I will give it up for the rest of my life. But yes, a Crystar Warbow. So yes, I'll be definitely getting that, because crossbows are a focus.
Crossbows are a focus.
But yeah, we didn't even talk about fucking NECA or TMNT Godzilla crossovers.
Yep.
So yeah, maybe we'll put some of that in the next show. But
yeah, for sure.
Let me share the outro here, and I'm sure people are going to see this when I actually share it because I think um, oh, I got to stop that screen share. Then I got to share. Oh my God, this is going to be so annoying to do fucking every episode. Then I got to screen share something else that's going to do that when it's just our outro. Then I'm going to have to switch back over to here. And then now we'll say, we'll see you sooner rather than later.
Or later rather than sooner.
Peace. Then I got to click over to here and hit this. And oh my God, what a pain in the ass.